Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Cotter and Marshall Show. Don't forget, you can stream the entire show, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Big thanks to everybody who hangs out with us the entire show.
I'm really bright today. Sorry about that. Let me push my light up a little bit. I like to have a heavenly glow about me at all times because I am one with religion. But, yeah, not that much, man. Jesus, sorry about being so bright to kick off the show.
I'm excited today because Jeffe 2, the new music beta fish, is officially back in studio. Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour today, he's going to be selecting some new music for us. Choices today, brand new tune from Royal Blood called Typhoons.
Yep.
Or new Miles Kennedy, maybe Kevin Bacon.
Yo, he's Kevin Bacon. We talked about this.
In stride. So a couple cool tunes for him to pick from today. So it should be fun. 8 o'clock hour, Jeffe.
Yeah, Jeffe, and we're really excited about that. I drove him over yesterday personally. I escorted him like he was the president.
Sure.
But we're very excited to have Jeffe on the show. Actually, let's just check in on Jeffe real quick just to see how he's doing. It's not the greatest shot. We got to change that shot. But, yeah, we still got some water to put in there. But he's getting comfortable in his new digs. I just brought him over yesterday around 5 p.m. So,
okay.
Yeah, he's doing fine. But we'll switch it back. Just in case you're watching the live stream, you just saw Jeffe. Back to our beautiful faces.
Yeah, Jeffe's got the most badass panel we've got if you watch the streams.
Oh, yeah.
It's fantastic.
It is outstanding.
Did you hear that Sony has put in a patent to where you can get technology to play PlayStation using a banana?
I saw that last night. Jeff Keighley, who's a video game insider type of deal, I saw him put up like these drawings, and I didn't understand them at all. But yeah, I saw buttons on a banana. Should have Nintendo did that, like with Donkey Kong?
Oh, dude, that would have made so much sense.
Like that seems like it's too much Nintendo. Like I feel like Sony stole that. That's intellectual property of Nintendo.
No, maybe. My guess is we'll never see this technology. I think they just put the patent in so nobody else would ever do it.
A banana controller.
Because they charge way too much for a controller. They're not going to allow you just to plug into a banana.
Sony feels like a company that sometimes is just like the first guys. Just like, who comment on a post. First. That's them sometimes. So maybe that's the whole gist behind the banana deal.
All right, it is the Cotter and Marshall Show About Last Night coming up. Could we get a space hotel in 2027?
Okay.
Firing squads.
South Carolina, man. They're crazy.
Has returned to South Carolina, and The Simpsons will not go away.
Ever.
End of the world happens, cockroaches, and Simpsons episodes.
Yeah, Homer Simpson dolls.
Still going on. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Got brand new stuff from AC/DC. Realize. Good morning. Rock 106.1.
I think at the end of the show we should talk about our lunch with Aaron today and what we can expect from that.
I'm down with that.
All right, guys. Good morning. How are you? I'm not fully awake yet, obviously. Oh, let me move this light again. I hate it. All right, let me try that. Yeah, definitely more out of my face. That's nice. Yes, without a doubt, we are very excited for the show today. Jeffe is back. We put him in the 8 o'clock hour, so the sun should be shining at that point, and we should be able to get a better shot of him. I may just go take the cam, which is cam 3, and just kind of like do like a man on the street type thing with it, and just take it off its base.
There you go.
So we can get a good shot of Jeffe. Right now, he's just sleeping in the back of the tank. We'll leave him be for the moment.
So a nap to get I slept for like 2 hours yesterday.
Yeah, I almost got 2 hours in as well, man.
It's great. It's great. If you're in your 20s and you don't realize the benefit of a nap, trust me, totally worth it.
You will in your 40s.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. You can hit 40 and be like, naps are the best thing ever. I should have been doing this for years.
How much time we got? We had 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. I think at the end of the hour, when we have a few minutes, I'm going to run out and wrap up bullet pointing music news for the 9 o'clock hour.
Yep, I got my coffee sitting because I always forget to grab it. So
yeah, I saw that when I walked in.
Yep.
I could have grabbed it for you.
It's all good.
No, I didn't do it on purpose. Never touch another man's coffee.
Fair enough. I got to put too much creamer in it before I can drink it, though. So.
Right. Your coffee flavored milk, man.
I like creamer with a little bit of coffee.
Okay.
So since our hotkeys are working, I've loaded up so when we get to Jeffe, I've got some snippets of both songs we can play.
Okay.
Then we'll go into the break, come back, and you can pick it. Just threw in maybe a little additional beds that we can use through some of these stories. Just experimenting, see what works, see what doesn't.
The beds slightly worry me only for the fact that they won't play on the stream, right?
No.
Okay, if they don't play on the stream, that's
Yeah,
fine.
no. Everything's going to feed through the same thing, and Audition's not down, so we're good.
Okay,
It's the
good.
same thing as yesterday when we did the music thing.
Yeah. Gibby says, unless the coffee is a day old and needs to be gone. Yeah. All right. Oh, Gibby, I got your sticker. Actually, I'm going to throw a Rock 106.1 sticker. I'll throw a couple things in there, but I'll get those mailed out to you
Nice.
today. Got Gibby his info on his pizza yesterday, finally from Scott LA after asking for 2 straight weeks. Sorry about that.
All right, we got about 15. Good morning. Be sure to get the stream right now, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe on all of those channels as well. We've got so many now, so just follow us on everything. You'll be up to date. Just follow us on absolutely everything.
Yeah, and if for some reason you can't find us, just search the Cotter and Marshall Show. You'll be able to find us just about everywhere. I don't love the idea of the story, Cotter. I don't know why. It makes me nervous.
The Space Hotel?
The Space Hotel.
Okay, so here's the deal. Orbital Assembly Corporation. They're planning to build the very first space hotel. The Voyager station is going to be in low Earth orbit. They start building in 2025, scheduled to open in 2027. My initial reaction to that is it only takes 2 years to build a space station?
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, how is that possible?
What? I mean, I don't know. I don't get it, but because it's going to be filled with all sorts of insane stuff like lounges, bars, gyms, cinemas, concert venues. I mean, this thing is going to be ridiculous. Plus, it's going to be like on 2 orbital rings that are like going in a certain direction, so there's going to be some sort of like low gravity to it as well. But I don't know. This just makes me nervous. I already see it like falling out of the sky and crashing to the earth and murdering a bunch of people.
So you're saying you will not go to the space hotel?
And it's going to be crazy expensive to get up there.
No,
too.
that's true.
That's going to be for the elites.
It's going to be stupid expensive. Now, supposedly it's going to be where you can go up, just a space traveler like ourselves, or it can be used for research and scientific purposes.
Right.
I'm in on this, man.
You're in on this.
I will do this. I mean, I can't afford it.
You won't ever. Radio guys like us will be able to go. It'll be like Disney World, all right? We'll be able to go up there like on the first weekend so we can broadcast live from it.
I'll take it.
Yeah, on opening weekend, and that's it. And then we will be shuttled away and never be allowed to come in again because we won't be able to afford it.
Now, the only thing I shouldn't say the only thing that's sketchy about this. I checked out the website of Orbital Assembly Corporation. Mm-hmm. You would think somebody building a space hotel
would have a good website.
Would have a good website. And it seems to me their biggest thing is just selling merch. They're selling baby onesies with their logo on it.
Well, they gotta be able to afford this thing. Dude, there's going to be libraries on this.
Right.
When you're in space, do you want to read?
I just want to float around.
Yeah, you want to float around. You want to look out the window. You'll be like, I'm in space. I don't want to read a book. I don't need a Tom Clancy novel to keep me occupied.
I want to get on the thing and have them say, what color lightsaber do you want?
Honestly, I think you're mistaking this with Disney World.
No,
just go to Disney.
I will eventually when everything's kind of safe-ish again and it opens up fully. But I don't know, man. I think this would be amazing.
What if there's a space pandemic? You just laid the ground for a space pandemic, Cotter.
Do you get to come back, or are you quarantined?
No, you are
to
quarantined in space. You know what happens after that? Aliens arrive, and then you're dead.
Well, you know what? If I got to go out, why not? Aliens.
You're unbelievable this morning.
How are you?
It is 6:16 a.m. and I already hate you. That is a record for this show.
How are you not intrigued by this?
I am intrigued. I'm so intrigued. I know I'm right about this. This thing is going down in flames.
No, I don't think it'll ever happen. I mean, I still say,
it's not launching in 2027. 6 years from now, even that is such a lofty goal.
I mean, yeah, because they're not going to start building it until 2025. There's no way you build a space hotel in 2 years.
Elon Musk could not do this.
No.
Just saying. I mean, he's the space guy.
Yeah, that's true. No, I hope it happens. I hope I can afford to go. I'll never be able to afford to go.
I have a family of 4. I would like to go to the Space Voyager station, please. It's just a sweet bill of $30,000.
Oh, I can make that happen.
I got a credit card.
My credit score is really, really good.
In the 800s?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's near.
You?
It's near.
Or
perfect.
your wife?
Well, she's on there too. Yeah, it's a
okay.
combined
All
thing.
right,
It's
yeah.
a combined thing.
Hers is mine.
Yeah, right.
Okay, all right.
I'm owning it 100%.
You're claiming her credit score.
Yes,
Nice.
Yes, I am. All right, Cotter and Marshall show. More about last night coming up. South Carolina has brought back the firing squad. This is bizarre. We got the story coming up. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1. Would totally go, man. I'm in. I think it would be awesome.
No. First of all, going out into space brings you closer to space aliens. Your wife will never allow you to go there.
She would never go. Maybe
Yeah.
she would allow me to go. I don't know. Just make sure you sign this life insurance before you go.
Press day, even though it'll just be a walkthrough. Yeah, it'll just be a quick walk. Get back on the plane. It's not even a plane. It's just like it's like a really long bungee cord.
Slingshot you up.
They drop you back to Earth like it's Mission Impossible 1. Just dropping into that room. Morning, Gavin. Morning, Gibby. Good morning,
What's
guys.
up, guys? Thank
Thursday.
you for hanging out. This is a brand new vest.
Okay, you've never wore that?
Just got it this week.
That's a day one vest.
Day one vest.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, total recall experiment. Yeah, man.
Oh, shoot, yes.
Just a chick with 3 boobs just walking around up there.
I will say.
It'll actually just be Cotter.
If you got to go total recall, you going the original Arnold Schwarzenegger or the remake with Colin Farrell?
There was a remake?
Yeah, Colin Farrell. So the original, so it's based off.
Was there a 3-boob chick in the remake?
I don't remember. So it's
Okay.
based off of a book. Who's the?
I'm already out.
The sci-fi guy, Dick is his.
Excuse me?
It's one of his names. I don't remember. So it's based off this novel. The original Arnold Schwarzenegger one is loosely based, and then the newer one is supposedly more dedicated toward the book. So they're different yet the same, kind of at the same time.
It's so intriguing. I didn't watch the new one.
No, stick with the Arnold Schwarzenegger, man.
Yeah,
that one is one of my favorite Arnold movies.
Keith says OG. Yeah, go with the original. Gibby just said Fifth Element.
It's been so long since I've seen that.
Fifth Element?
Yeah.
It's one of those films I'll stop and watch for a bit.
Yeah.
When it's on TV.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker, I thought was great in it.
Well,
he was fun.
But he's in the movie for like 10 minutes.
I know, but he was fun. Bruce Willis just being Bruce Willis.
He's the same guy in every movie.
He really is.
I mean, his character should always just be called John McClane, so I actually don't have to think about the name.
Sometimes he's just grumpier, is all it is. Do we get a grumpy Bruce Willis or not so grumpy Bruce Willis?
Oh, good Lord. All right, guys. 6 o'clock hour day. Let's talk about what's going on right now. We're going to be talking about, obviously, the South Carolina firing squads. That'll be coming up after our commercial break here. The Simpsons just got renewed for like the billionth time. It's insane. That show's never going to die. And we'll also talk about Cotter and Marshall Madness. We're getting day by day closer for your chance to win an Xbox Series X bundle. We actually just got a picture from our boss.
Yeah.
It just arrived at his house. It's the bundle. It's an extra controller, and it's Madden, and it's like a $20 Xbox card too. So yes, 10 days away exactly. So yeah, it should be that should be cool, man. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands into picking some brackets that I'll do terrible at.
What are the chances our boss has plugged in the game last night to play it? I gotta make sure it works, guys.
Probably not. I mean, he's got a PS5.
That's true.
I had to help him secure a PS5. It was part of my job duties for about a couple weeks. So
It was, man.
yeah. Hey, man, there's worse jobs to have.
That's true.
me a PlayStation 5 for my children. Okay.
Okay.
And it turns out, I think, actually, after I've talked to him, I think he's played it more than his kids.
Really?
Yeah.
What was he playing? He's a sports guy, right?
Yeah, he's a sports guy. He's playing golf, and also he's playing Demon Souls. I haven't asked him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so him and I are playing like the same game right now. And it is so effing difficult. It makes you want to stop playing video games. It's so difficult.
And you pull a Snoop Dogg and just go off and rage quit?
I should. Then just charge the new controller to the company.
Well, I mean, you should. I mean, that'd be great for the Twitch channel. You could play some things, just throw a fit, and let the stream roll for 7 hours. Your dogs will just bark the whole time.
Yeah. I had to buy some additional equipment to make the video game stuff happen.
Yeah, that's true.
How much time we got?
We still got a song, so we got like 6 minutes.
All right, let's
5 minutes.
jump into a question real quick. Cotter,
Yes.
would you rather be the most attractive person in the world but blind, the best singer in the world but deaf, or the best chef in the world but have no sense of taste?
I would love to be the best chef in the world. I think that'd be great. I don't need to eat it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Make everybody else happy.
Yeah, I would be really bothered by being blind or deaf. I would have to go with the chef as well. Once again, guys, the question, would you rather be the most attractive person in the world but blind, the best singer in the world but deaf, or the best chef in the world but have no sense of taste? Yeah, I'm going to go chef.
Yeah, I think it's the way to
I
go.
don't want to be blind or deaf. That would be a huge... I'd have to read subtitles, or I wouldn't be able to watch movies at all. That'd be a big problem for me. Plus, the chef thing, you could turn around into
You make some money.
some money into that.
I mean, I guess if you could sing, you could make some money too. If you're the best singer in the world.
I wouldn't want to work in a kitchen setting. Like, I'll just come to your house.
I'll be a
You
personal
pay
chef.
me $50,000, and I'll make you the best meal you've ever had.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I'd be a personal chef.
Gibby says singer. Being a bass player, you can still feel the music. Okay.
Oh, that's a good call.
Not the worst choice. Not the worst. I did get to bed a little late last night. I didn't go to bed till about 10:40.
Okay.
And I've been messaging Smith all week. He hasn't replied to me. He replied to me finally last night, said he hasn't gotten a single text of mine.
Really?
So I wonder who I've been texting.
So he's in, though.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
in, yeah. Smith will be here for beer for breakfast tomorrow. Very excited about that. Let's see. Who have I been texting? That could be an issue.
Engineer Tim is on the stream.
Oh, yeah, I was off by one number.
Oh, shit.
That's my bad.
Somebody randomly is going, who the hell is this guy? Well, did you see there was a Twitter trend where it was your phone neighbor?
Yeah, you just move up one number and you just say, "Hey, phone neighbor."
Yeah.
That's creepy.
I saw a thread on some of the best ones, and it got weird when they're like, why are you texting my 12-year-old daughter? Stop it. Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Tim, if you're here watching, I figured out the delay, so we're gonna give it a go with trivia this morning.
Tim said, "Is the video buffering for anyone else?" No, Tim, it's probably your crappy internet. Hopefully not. All right.
Bless you.
Woo! That was a good one. All right.
Got about a minute and a half.
Sorry, we're not crazy active right now. Gavin, got a question. What's your question, Gavin? Hit us. Hurry up, though. We have less than a minute before we go back on the air.
Crap, gotta go get my coffee. Dang it. All right, after this, I'm getting my coffee. That's the plan.
Okay. It's kind of the only one eating spicy foods on Tuesday.
I'm usually the one that loses the bet, so 75% of the time, yes.
Yeah.
I think that's
I
probably...
wouldn't. No, he's not the only one. I've done a lot of them as well. So
Yeah, we've both done. Marshall did the one chip challenge first. We've both done the Death Nut challenge. Did you do that first by yourself, or is that both of us, or was it me? No, we did both of it together. Was the second time.
I'm so emotionally scarred from it. I honestly
I
don't
don't
remember.
Yeah. All right, we got about 30. Be sure to get the stream now, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. About last night, story number 2. Now, you sent this story to me last night, and I had to go back and look to make sure it wasn't like a reprint from like the 50s because it felt so outdated and bizarre. South Carolina adds the firing squad to execution methods in the state.
Right.
Now, they're doing this because there's a shortage of the drugs that they use for lethal injection. And prisoners on death row in South Carolina are given a choice, electric chair or lethal injection. And most of them are picking lethal injection because they know there's no drugs, so it just delays their execution.
Right.
So now, with this law passing, if they have the lethal injection drugs, they can do it. If not, prisoners must choose between the electric chair or the firing squad.
That is, well, I mean, this is crazy, but apparently there's 9 states in the United States that allow for firing squads to actually do the death penalty. I don't know which ones they are because I didn't do my research, which is classic me. But more importantly, you choose firing squad, right? I mean, if there's no lethal injection, I don't want electric chair. Electric chair sounds like the worst thing possible. I saw the Green Mile. It doesn't turn out great. Okay, so give me the firing squad.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. I think if I had to choose, I'd choose firing squad.
I just wish they would call it a drive-by, though. Make it more PC for me. I would like to be driven by.
So, would you want to be the guy pulling the trigger, though? I mean, to me, how do you ask somebody to do that?
You just hire a guy. It's just like hiring any guy. Like,
what,
hey,
you go out and hire a hitman to...
Yeah, like, here's your job description. Today, you're going to have to clean the toilets. Then we need you to show up to this meeting. And then you're going to be the firing squad guy. You're the only, it's like entitled the worst job in the world. Thank you, Keith. Alabama, Florida, South Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Virginia are active. Say active chairs. Maybe that's electric chair.
Electric chairs.
But yeah, like there's just a job title for that. Not all jobs are great. I've seen Mike Rowe's dirty jobs. They're not all fantastic. One of them needs to be firing squad guy.
I must have missed this episode because I don't know. It's bad enough having to be the person to maybe flip the switch for the electric chair, push the button for the lethal injection, but you're not the one pulling the trigger. Literally, I can't imagine going, who wants this gig? It blows my mind.
That person needs to be paid. They need to be compensated.
I don't know. But there hasn't been an execution in the state since 2011. So it's not like this is happening all the time. And the people on death row has actually dropped in that time from 60 to 37 because of appeals and just natural deaths. And only 3 inmates have been sent to death row in the past decade. So it's not like this is an everyday occurrence.
Exactly.
It's like every Friday, firing squad Friday. It's not a thing.
Firing squad Friday. That would be a day to kick off. They just air it on television or something, and then we get Firing Squad Fridays.
It's just a crazy story. I don't know, man. I was blown away that this was a thing when he sent it to me.
South Carolina never ends to surprise me. From their untaken care of roads to firing squads, it's just, you guys are amazing.
It's the Cotter and Marshall Show. One more story to go from about last night. The Simpsons are back. They never left, and they're just never going away. Stories coming up. Here's Disturbed. Rock 106.1. Yeah, man, I don't know. How do you pick that? And so I looked it up. In the past, what they do, they would have like 3 to 5 people on the firing squad, and only one of them had an actual live round. So they didn't know which one actually killed him. It was a psychological thing for the guys pulling the trigger. Instead of just one person, one bullet, and I know I did it. So they would have, and I don't know if this is how it's set up.
It's a placebo effect.
Right. So I don't know if this is how it's set up in South Carolina, but they had multiple people pulling triggers, but only one with an actual bullet.
I guess it would just suck if the guy missed.
Right?
Yeah. Who is y'all's favorite starter Pokemon? Bulbasaur. Wow. Talk about changing the conversation.
Let's
Gavin,
bring it down a little bit, guys.
Who is y'all's favorite starter Pokemon? Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle? Fun fact. I played the very first Pokemon. I'm with Bulbasaur.
I don't know what any of that means. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, just the worst. Yeah, Gibby goes Bulbasaur, no doubt. But honestly, looking back, I wish I would have gone with Charmander. Yeah, I wish I would have gone with Charmander.
Why is that? What makes Charmander so good?
He's the fire Pokemon.
Okay.
He's badass, turns into a little dragon. Bulbasaur just had like these little vine whippy things. But, I didn't go with Charmander. I went Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur did me right. And, the sad thing is I beat Pokemon, got my Bulbasaur up to like 70, 80 level, which is super crazy high, had crazy attack powers. And at that point, I think the next game came out and you were able to transfer your Pokemon to the next game. So I was like, this is sick. Well, I didn't read the directions right, and my Bulbasaur got wiped out.
Oh!
And fun fact, I never picked up another Pokemon game from
Really?
there. Yep. It devastated me.
So you didn't do the
R.I.P. Marshall's first Bulbasaur, because that's the only one I ever had.
So you never did the Pokemon Go thing?
I did it for a second, but
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I think I played for a week or two, and it was just like, this is too much. Like, trying to, run down the street to grab something is just stupid.
The concept of it was cool. I never played. If it was something that I was into, I think it would be a really kind of fun experience, or at least to do every now and then. But I just never played a Pokemon game.
Yeah, it's probably good to play with the kids. Pokemon Go.
I get that.
Yeah. Chad and Brandy Allen. I'm late, but yeah, I've always understood there was only one live round of firing line of 5 to 6 people, and no one knew who had the live round.
Yeah. I mean, and it's just because it's a psychological thing, man. To know that you killed somebody, I don't know. It would have to F with your head.
Yeah, I don't know.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. That's not a job I'm signing up for. Clean the toilets all day long.
There's not a job that there's not a job I wouldn't take, but because I love money. But also, I mean, I think I'd be fine with it. I'd be fine with it, even if I was just the guy. Because that's the only thing I would be is I wouldn't want to miss, because that's embarrassing. I mean, sorry, man. I'm gonna have to take another shot at this. No pun intended. All right, just hold still. Don't move. Don't move. All right. I would just want to have my gun on I think Mythbusters could do it, where they plot the gun out, and where that person is standing, no matter what, I don't miss. Put them on a line.
Maybe that's what they do. And maybe you don't need a person to pull the trigger. You figure out some sort of rig, and then it's not a person doing it.
I would just rather die in a cooler way. If firing squad seems so old school. Throw me off a cliff. Or there's always needs of you've seen every movie ever where there's a guy in the car, it falls off the cliff and explodes. Maybe that's the way they should go out.
Maybe. I don't know. All right, we got about 20.
And they film it. And you're going to be in a movie.
Use the footage as B-roll. Ooh. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Don't forget, get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can also listen to the show at rock1061.com and the app. It's a brand new app. It's a much better app than we had before.
Oh, without a doubt.
If you've already downloaded it, it should be updated to the new app. If not, you can get it in the App Store and Google Play. All right, so about last night, story number 3. The Simpsons will not go away, and they're going to be hanging out for at least 2 more seasons. They have just been renewed for season 33 and season 34.
Man, this is too much Simpsons.
When was the last time you watched The Simpsons?
I think I remember them airing episode 300 and me going, oh, that's cool. And I think I watched it. And I think that was it.
Episode 700 is happening March 21st.
It's too much. How what stories are left to tell?
That's a good question. And I know everybody makes a big thing about them predicting the future.
Mm-hmm.
They've been on for 700 episodes. They've done everything.
This is crazy to me. So yeah, with the 2 additional seasons that they've added on, they're going to go to 757 episodes. I mean, like you said, when's the last time you stopped, or when's the last time you watched a new episode of The Simpsons? Better question.
I think the last thing that I actually watched of The Simpsons was the movie, which was 15 years ago.
Yeah, I watched that in Vegas.
Yeah.
So yeah, it came out in Vegas because I was at a premiere of it. So yeah, I mean that's the last one I watched. That's like probably the last new episode of The Simpsons I watched as well.
Now my wife and daughter kind of got into watching old episodes, but they weren't watching anything new. They're just watching the old stuff. I mean, it debuted in 1989, and it was out before that. You remember how it got its start?
Tracy Ullman Show.
Yeah, it was like the bumpers in and out of the show, and it was much cruder drawn.
Oh yeah,
at that point in time. But I don't know, man. Good for them. Good for everybody who's been making bank on that show for 3 decades.
Yeah, I mean they made like $1 billion off their syndication deal. I mean The Simpsons, they will never go away because they are somehow a cash cow. But also, I don't know anyone who watches The Simpsons anymore.
That's it. If you watch The Simpsons, hit us up with a text, 800-394-1061. I'm still curious. I mean, especially, have you been there for day one? Have you hung out for 30 years of The Simpsons? I mean, 30 plus years. I mean, it's the longest running primetime scripted show in TV history.
I've never been committed to anything that long, including my wife. I mean, what? Why? Still The Simpsons? Why is Family Guy? Rick and Morty? Every anime ever? You weirdos who watch that thing? I'm just saying, there's other things out there.
It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Gibby, they do make good predictions, man.
But like I said, though, they just have done everything. Are they predicting things at this point in time, or are we just walking into, what they've done?
Gav says, I could tune in longer today because I'm doing home from school and I like the 90s Simpsons more. Well, right on, Gavin. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Let me get my coffee.
Yeah, honestly, I remember watching the Simpsons movie. I think that's the last thing I saw. And honestly, the funniest thing in the movie was the crude bit of nudity we got from Bart Simpson. I heard they're actually going to make a sequel movie to The Simpsons as well, so that's kind of cool. Oh man, that's funny. So one of the guys I started radio with, guy named Jason Lee, he actually does a morning show, great morning show up in Michigan. He just mentioned to me, he goes, stop staring into the camera. But this is coming from a dude who should never be on camera, more importantly. But also, I'm talking to everyone in the live stream. So should I stare off somewhere else, Jason? I'm not for sure. What should I do with my hands? I'm not for sure there either. It's the first week, all right? Stop being so damn judgmental, man. Also, it's very early. I'm not ready for this. Jason Lee just hit me up. He goes, hey, Kirkland, Josh, homie, stop staring directly into the camera. I'm talking to my friends, okay? Stare into the damn camera if I want to. I don't know. We're still trying to work this out. First week, fourth day. All right. All right.
Being judgmental. What I miss?
Just Jason Lee.
Oh, just Jason. Okay.
All right.
Doesn't he have a show to do? Do your show.
He should be doing a show. All right. So wrapping up the hour, we're going to talk about Cotter and Marshall Madness, and then we'll jump right into the 7 o'clock hour where we'll hit up and take your phone calls in regards to the Mercy Rule. We'll talk about Ghost Coast Distillery becoming a top 25 distillery in the U.S. Also going to talk about some Australian dudes who got lost at sea on a blow-up mattress because they wanted to get a little drunk.
This is the most Australian thing ever.
Well, did you actually read the story?
Yeah.
It's written by an Australian publication.
Oh, I know.
And it is hilarious because they use different words than us.
Couple blokes?
Yeah, couple blokes. They've been, what is the words? They had an esky filled with frothies.
So I'm guessing cooler full of beer.
Yeah, I'm guessing an esky is, either a cooler or a growler of some kind.
My daughter just corrected me. I watched new episodes a couple years ago, not old episodes.
Oh, your daughter listens to
My
the
bad.
show?
So she goes actually into school Thursday, Friday. So she has to ride in with my wife. So they're in the car on the way there now.
Oh, okay, nice. So we have a lunch with our boss today after the show. It should be interesting. What should we ask him?
When do we get a raise?
Okay. I look like a lumberjack with orange hair. Thank you very much. I wear a flannel one day, and I'm already getting roasted by my friends in all over the place.
I wish I had, what is it, Monty Python's Lumberjack song loaded up and could play it online.
All right, at some point, we're going to ask you guys, we're going to ask one fan question to our boss from the stream. So
I love it.
Yeah, so if you have a question for our boss, it could be about anything at all. Go ahead and drop it in the chat, and we will ask our boss during our lunch today. And we'll come back and let you guys know tomorrow during the 6 a.m. hour what his answer was. I may even videotape it and may even post it. We'll see how it goes. Ask him what his favorite Pokemon is. Maybe. It's a good one.
All right, we've got Foo Fighters Waiting on a War, and then we'll come back on the air after that.
Okay, I need to pop up website real quick. Oh, for anyone hanging out on the stream right now, if you're not doing anything tonight, I'll be hosting bingo. That's right, 10 rounds of amazing bingo over at the Draft Room at Berwick, starting at 7 o'clock. Feel like jumping out of the house, grabbing a beer, having some amazing food. I just heard the Draft Room at Berwick's commercials just before we came on air today.
Mm-hmm. I love the fact that that place is like a mile and a half from my house. If I had to walk home, I could. There's even a path because I got that bike path.
Yeah.
So yes, I love the fact it's that close.
Gibby says, ask your boss, can there be a fan appreciation Zoom call for a K&M talent show? Yeah, we talked about the K&M talent show just yesterday.
Yeah, I love that.
Let us be on the air for a couple months and actually let's work up a little base of people who actually like us. And then, yeah, I actually kind of like the idea.
I love the idea
of doing like a summary talent show, maybe in July or something. If we're still on the air in July, let's talk about the K&M talent show, stupid talent show. And then maybe we'll get some of you guys in, and maybe at that point we'll have some more cameras as well. We can do a couple multi-camera angle deals.
Ooh, fancy.
Andrew Roberts, lazy eye talent. Dude, you're in. We already told you you're in. You just have to stay 10 feet away from us at all times. We're very worried about you. I would pay money to see Canotter and Marshall eat a Reaper. We've never ate a straight Reaper pepper before, have we?
We have not. I'm stupidly not opposed to the idea.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, with everything else I've eaten.
So my friends Chris and Allie, they actually, I think they grow their own Reapers, but they also grow like different peppers as well. They have like Thai chilies and stuff. So
wow.
They have some stuff. I'm sure they would be more than happy to let us borrow.
I'm sure they'll want it back.
So. Yeah. They can't because of bodily harm clause. Gibby says. And then Gavin says you could do it with the blowgun talent. I would have to use the blowgun first.
We don't know if there's talent there yet.
All right. That's good. All right. Nice. Gavin's got his cousin watching today. Thanks for hanging out, man. We got like 45 seconds, but I'm going to check out this angle for Jeffe real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, that may work. Got a full-on shot Jeffe here. I'll show it to you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. That may work for today.
All right, we got 25 seconds, guys. Don't forget to check out the live stream. You can stream the show, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So March Madness, it is happening this year.
I'm really excited about it, man. Last year, it was a bummer because we actually had planned. We were going to be broadcasting live at what is now Oak 36 for the first couple days of the tournament. We're just going to camp out and just drink whiskey until we fell asleep on their couches. That was our goal, at least, but obviously the tournament was canceled right at the very beginning, like first round, I think is when it was canceled. Or maybe it was even the setup match.
Yeah, I was
the
going to say
knockout match
because there was still conference championships going.
Oh, there was, yes. Oh, we didn't even make it to the
Yeah, we
tournament.
didn't even get there.
Yeah, that was crazy. All right, so that was canceled. Obviously, it's back this year. They are going to have some limited fans in attendance, but because it's back, we are doing Cotter and Marshall Madness.
So we got our hands on an Xbox Series X. That is what we're giving away. Now, there is a perfect bracket contest with this as well. $10,000 if you could pick a perfect bracket.
Right.
Regardless, if you've got the best bracket of listeners to Rock 1061 here locally, you can score an Xbox Series X.
It's a bundle, too, so it's just not the system. It comes with an extra controller, like an Xbox gift card that you can go on the eStore and buy some games, and the latest copy of Madden.
So you can sign up now at rock1061.com. Get your account ready. Selection Sunday is like 10 days away. Once those are ready, you can actually go in and make your picks. You can pick up the 3 brackets.
Right.
So I say go absolutely nuts, stupid on one of them.
Yeah, choose like the last seed to win it all. On one, and then you go like steal a bracket from like a top analyst who's always wrong. Then choose what you think is right, and then just go crazy on the last one.
Now we'll be picking our own brackets. We got a Torture Tuesday bet on the line for whoever does best. We don't know what the torture. Maybe we do Carolina Reapers with this.
That could be fun.
I mean, it was brought up. I'm like I said, I've eaten so much hot stuff, I don't even feel it anymore. Kind of.
Well, I don't know. I saw a video the other day where you felt a lot of it. I posted it on the YouTube channel and our Facebook, so I mean, you can check it out if you want.
All right, get signed up for Cotter and Marshall Madness now. Your chance to win an Xbox Series X. Sign up at rock1061.com.
You're not awake yet, man.
Getting there.
Cotter was a pro at pushing buttons yesterday.
Yeah.
It's fine. He got some sleep yesterday. He just needs to walk off his sleep. All right, good morning, guys. 7 o'clock hour today. Let's see, what do we got? 7 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about the mercy rule in baseball.
I didn't know this. I mean, it's for spring training, but I didn't know it was a thing. It was funny.
We're also going to play back your calls from that, get some calls hopefully on the air with you. Ghost Coast, they just got a huge commendation. They're a top 25 distillery in the United States. We're going to talk about the good stuff they're doing, and they actually have a really cool event that's going to be coming up this summer that I really hope they ask us to host. Also, there is a story about some Australian guys just getting wasted on an air mattress that we just have to just breeze by because that's exactly what happened to them.
It's the most Australian story you're ever going to hear. I mean, it really, really is.
Also, later on today, we'll have Jeffe choose some new music for us. We'll also play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia. We'll break into Marshall's music news in the last hour as well. Speaking of that, I think we have a couple minutes. I'm going to run out real quick and wrap that up.
Yeah, we got about we got time. Plenty of time. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, Jeffe's looking good this morning. Excited to have him back in studio. Picking between Royal Blood Typhoons, which I just really love that band right now. I really love the song. Or New Miles Kennedy called In Stride. So those are going to be his choices today. Yeah, the big screen TV. I love it. So 4 days in, I'm really surprised. Getting up this early has not been as difficult as expected. Yes, I get tired later in the day. Nap for 2 hours yesterday, which was fantastic. But it's been relatively easy. I have like 5 alarms set. I haven't had to go to alarm number 2 yet. I've got up on the first one every time. 3:45 though is really early. It's so early. My dog, who you just look at my dog and he goes nuts and he's wide awake. 3:45, he's like, I want none of this. Leave me alone. I'm going back to bed. So I'm excited to have Smith in tomorrow. Don't know what he's going to bring in for beer for breakfast. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Can't wait to have try that. Maybe talk about the rumors of the new distillery. Get some more info on that. We'll definitely talk Southbound and his new place, Hopatomica. If you guys haven't been to Hopatomica yet, man, check it out. Their beer is really, really good. A couple months ago, they had like an Oreo stout, and it was great and surprisingly really light for a stout. I didn't expect it at all, but it was really, really good. So I'm excited to have him in. And then Rick Jesus from Adelita's Way will be the guest next Friday because Adelita's Way playing Victory North Savannah next Friday. So that'll be fun. First rock show in Savannah in forever at Victory North. The guys in Adelita's Way, always great. We got that nice history with them. It's like my first year here, 12 years ago, maybe year 2, I don't remember. They were playing a show at the Shoreline Ballroom, if you remember that place over in Hilton Head. And they were like the opening act. And nobody knew who they were at that point in time. We didn't even know they were on the bill, and we we went up on stage to introduce them. And I remember meeting Rick for the first time and be like, "Dude, so sorry, man. We didn't promote you guys being here. We didn't know." And he's like, "Oh no, we're brand new. It's all good." And they stole the show. I mean, we got back on the following Monday, and people were like, "Give us Adelita's Way. Give us Adelita's Way." I had to reach out to the record company. That never happens because usually they're like, "Hey, here's 3 songs from the band. Play it." But we had to reach out for them because they were so new and they didn't have anything quite ready, and it took a little bit before we got it. But always been a great guy, always been a friend of the station. So it's going to be good to see Rick. It's been a few years. All right, so I got some Nirvana coming up. Metallica is on the way. A new song from Chevelle called Self Destructor, which really a cool tune. So that's going to happen after 7 o'clock. Of course, going to be taking your calls here in a little bit. Talking about the story, the mercy rule now in spring training for Major League Baseball. It's funny that it's there. I haven't heard of the mercy rule since, you're like playing kickball on the playground back in junior high. So we got that story. We'll take your calls as to what you guys think in your everyday life deserves a mercy rule. Maybe it's maybe it's a long meeting at the office. Man, you just call the mercy rule, get out of there. Maybe it's your marriage if things are just getting weird. I don't know. So we'll take your calls, 800-394-1061 here in a bit. You can also text it in or comment on the stream, too. I went way too much cream in my coffee today. Very sweet. I'm now just hopped up on sugar. More water for Jeffe. How we looking? We still have. We still got plenty of time. We got a couple songs still. Cool. So yeah, we got like 10 minutes. First hour down, man. I appreciate. All right, Marshall will be right back in, but go ahead and ask your question, man. I'll answer it, and then we'll see what Marshall's answer is once you get back in. But yeah, Fire away.
Sorry, guys, just doing a little Jeffe maintenance.
Hey, do you like Fortnite or Minecraft? I've never played Fortnite. I have played Minecraft before, and my kid really liked that game. So she kind of got me into that. It's fun, man. I can see where you just get sucked into Minecraft, just collecting things and building things and wanting things to look cool. I dug that game, man. I've never played Fortnite though. You got a preference? I don't know if those either games would be something Marshall plays or not. We'll ask when he comes back in. Probably Fortnite because my Xbox. Oh, Xbox is broken. Sorry, man. That sucks. We've got some friends of ours. Their kids is a Minecraft whiz. I mean, the stuff he builds in that game is just, I mean, stupid. So good at it. Marshall, you know Minecraft or Fortnite guy? Played either of those games?
I don't think so. Wait, I think I played Fortnite for a second.
Okay. All right, we still got the Unforgiven to get through, so we got plenty of time left.
Oh, Metallica. Right. Sorry, had to jump out, finish Marshall's Music News for the 9 o'clock hour. Then Jeffe, we just moved over last night, so I had to go get him some water to help fill up the rest of his tank. And then I got to get my engineer to let me know which plugs I need to plug him into so I can get his heater and his filter going. But I think he'll be okay for another couple minutes.
Did your wife sing one last song to Jeffe before you took him away?
She did not. I took him. I thieved him out like in the middle of the night. And by the middle of the night, I mean at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Which to us is now the middle.
All right. Cool. Sorry about that. With all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into another question from the internet. In order for you to live, you have to kill a blind child who has the greatest voice of our generation. Are you killing that kid?
I just told you I wouldn't want to be part of a firing squad. No, I'm not killing the kid.
In order for you to live, you have to kill a blind kid who has the greatest voice of our generation.
I couldn't do it, man. I'm not killing anybody.
I mean, what's his portfolio of work?
Obviously awesome.
I mean, he's just what if he's just the greatest kid at like just singing cover songs?
Well, if he's the greatest voice of our generation, he's nailing each and every cover song.
But me or him? Yeah, I'll choose me. I'll kill that kid.
I couldn't do it.
You know these are hypotheticals, right?
I know. I still couldn't do it.
Your moral compass is just so great. Everyone believes it. All right. And that is done. Perfect. Hit us up, Gavin. Hit us with another question, man. Once again, in the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to be discussing the Mercy Rule. Man, I miss baseball. I honestly, last year, I had time set up to take the first day of the baseball season off so I can go to a bar and just drink beers.
We were going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was all geared up for that. Now, you have old styles at your house.
I did. Do I still have? I don't know if I have any left or not.
Okay.
I drank a bunch of old style.
Because I thought at one point in time the plan was we're going to save these for opening day.
Yeah, I don't know if I did that or not.
Do you like Tokyo Ghoul or Dragon Ball Z?
Never seen Tokyo Ghoul. I watched Dragon Ball Z a bunch when I was a kid. I have not really messed with that at all. My buddy Tim is a huge Dragon Ball fan. Like he has statues. We walk to his house. He has statues. His gym is decked out some Dragon Ball Z stuff. He's got a ton of Dragon Ball Z like stickers on his car. He's a freak about it. But no, I can't say much about that. What's going on? SSGSS Go Getta? Go Getta? Yep. What's up?
How's it going?
Ooh, someone's watching on our YouTube. Thanks for hanging.
Yeah. I'm just going to show my age. I've heard of Dragon Ball Z. I can say that.
That's good. I'm happy for you, man.
The other one, Tokyo Ghoul.
They made a movie with the guy from Shameless. He played Jimmy in Shameless.
Okay.
Anyway, it was horrific.
Like live action movie?
Yeah, live action. Yeah, it was terrible.
Is Shameless still on? It's still on, right?
Yeah.
It's like its final season?
It's the final season right now. The final run of episodes start this Sunday.
Okay. I think we're caught up to the final season. That was a show that it's 3 seasons too much. 2 seasons too much.
Shameless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in the beginning, it was great. And then it's just like, all right, like, I mean, it's what, 9 seasons in now?
It's 11.
Is it 11?
Yeah, it's 11 seasons in.
Shoot, 4 seasons too long.
Yeah, I lost access to my Showtime through my buddy, so I actually had to go through another way to get it, and they break down all the seasons. But yeah, that's how I oddly know that there's exactly 11 seasons, and we're on episode 7, which airs this Sunday.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Still good? I mean, fun?
It's Shameless. Yeah, it's fun, man.
And the lead, the oldest sister's not on it anymore.
Fiona
She
left
left.
a season and a half ago or something like that, yeah. Shameless is a great story. I've been watching Peaky Blinders. In case anyone's been watching Peaky Blinders, it is outstanding. I'm on the very final episode of season 5, which is where they're at in the series. And they're filming a new season right now, which is the last season. And the creator said he's going to do a movie, and that's it. That's the end of the series itself. So I'm really looking forward to some more Peaky Blinders as well. When the hell are we going to get Stranger Things season 4?
I don't know. They keep teasing it and hinting it, but yeah, I haven't heard a date yet. And I'm in on that, man. I thought the way they ended it last season, and then even some of the teasers you're getting for this upcoming season, I'm intrigued.
Has anyone watched? I'm watching Vikings as well.
I've never seen that.
I just started watching a few episodes of that.
Is that the show Edge was on, the wrestler?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe, yes. That
I don't
sounds
remember.
about right.
I mean, I don't know if he was on it the whole time, but I think he comes into it later.
Cool, I've been watching AEW. Yeah, I'm an AEW guy. Wait till you see what I wear tomorrow. It is going to be outstanding.
Oh, dear Lord. So tomorrow we got to talk about
Yeah.
AEW.
Well, we better because I'm dressing up as essentially the Young Bucks.
I can't wait. Okay.
Minecraft DMZ. How about this on Next Raw? Hulk Hogan versus Braun Strowman. No one wants to see that. We'll all pass. Did you see Vikings? Awesome, man. Yeah, I just started watching. I think I watched like 2 episodes. So he's pretty good, dude. I love that lead actor guy. I don't know what his name is in the series, but he's also in a new like sci-fi series on HBO called Raised by Wolves.
Okay.
And that is really messed up and fun too. It's got like a really cool alien vibe to it. So if you guys haven't seen Raised by Wolves on HBO Max, go check that out. Go find that because that's definitely cool. Ridley Scott, speaking of alien vibe, he executive produced it. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. How much time we got?
About a minute. A little over.
Oh, damn.
All right, got about 30 guys. We'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget you can hang out on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While songs are playing, while commercials are going, we'll just kind of hang out, talk back and forth. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody who is watching the live stream now. All right. Setting up to take some of your calls, 800-394-1061. You can also text us at that very same number. Major League Baseball has a brand new rule for spring training. It's a mercy rule.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not your typical mercy rule where it's like, hey, they're winning by 10, game's done.
Right.
Basically, is if the inning is going to crap, your pitcher's thrown at least 20 pitches, you can call the mercy rule, and that half of the inning is done.
And it just goes to the next
half of the inning.
See, that's not going to carry over into regular season, is it?
It can't. There's no way it can.
So why was this rule even invoked?
My guess is it's just to protect the arms of your pitcher.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. And then, so the biggest case of this, or the most egregious case of this, came with the Red Sox playing the Atlanta Braves, where a pitcher recorded just one out and walked a run in with bases loaded on his 23rd pitch. So Cora of the Red Sox, he's the manager, he came out and was just like, nah, man, we good. Next inning.
And the pitcher was Garrett Richards. He came out the next inning, 3 up, 3 down. So, I mean, it killed the momentum for the Braves, but he came in and, 3 up, 3 down. One, how embarrassing is it when you make – and this was his debut for the Reds. Makes his debut, and you get the mercy rule called early in the game. It's got to be humiliating.
Yeah, I mean, and this guy just signed a 1-year, $10 million deal in January to come play for the Red Sox. So, yeah, that's awkward, and that's going to be. I mean, the fans of the team are going to rip them a little bit, but it's spring training.
No, I get it.
It's spring training. So, like right now, I mean, I don't know if you knew this. First week of the show, this is spring training week for us.
Yeah,
and depending on how the show goes, we may be in spring training for quite some time.
So here's the question we got for you today. Call or text 800-394-1061. What in everyday life needs a mercy rule? Our meeting on Wednesday with all the managers.
On most meetings, unnecessary.
Mercy rule. 5 minutes in. Call in the mercy rule, guys. Meeting's done. Wrap it up.
That meeting wasn't bad. It only lasted 20 minutes.
That's
true. There are certain things, like I think if you're watching a movie in a movie theater, and I know that sounds wild because no one's done that in quite some time, and you're not enjoying it, you should be able to call a mercy rule and get your money back.
Okay, I like that.
Like 20 minutes in. I think that should be a mercy rule style situation. Same thing like with a video game. You're putting out $50, $60, $70 on a video game. Let's say you get an hour with it. Mercy rule, don't like it, money back. I feel like that should be a situation where you can invoke the mercy rule and it makes sense.
Fight with the spouse. Things are just getting ugly. You get to the point you're like 5, 10, 15 minutes into the fight. You're just repeating yourselves at this point in time. Mercy rule, fight's done. We're moving on to just being happy again. No?
You've never met a female in your life then.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why the mercy rule needs to be there.
Ashley on the live stream just said, being an adult needs a mercy rule.
Oh, Ashley, you win. Best answer.
What about just paying taxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to not pay taxes. Mercy rule, I know the government said I made too much money last year. Mercy rule, maybe I didn't.
Well, the government's wrong.
Yeah,
they will never make too much money.
Just like the dude said, like, that's just your opinion, man.
So 800-394-1061. Call, text, comment on the stream. What in real life needs the mercy rule? Cotter and Marshall show. Here's new Chevelle. It is Self-Destructor. Rock 1061.
How about the effects of chili?
Yeah, Torture Tuesday. The effect that needs a mercy rule.
Just the diarrhea of chili. Mercy rule. I would no longer like to have diarrhea. It's not even like mercy rule. It's just like opt out. What things do we need in life that just need an opt out button?
Yeah. I mean, because there's Let's see, driving, like a long drive.
What about just drive-throughs? When you get into a line that
The Chick-fil-A over here on Mall Boulevard. Mercy rule that drive-through line.
the Sonic in Georgetown, that needs a mercy rule.
Really?
That also just needs to be mercifully burnt down.
No, I mean, there's so many things, man. Yeah, it's just like a long day at work. I'm a long drive. After that, the drive to and from Texas, I would have mercy ruled that thing so quick. Get me home.
Replace Sonic with an In-N-Out. I could not agree more with that.
So I've never been to an In-N-Out, and they have one in Austin. I meant to go when I was there this past week. A couple weeks ago. It just was too busy. So that's still a goal of mine. I still have not gone to an In-N-Out.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to hit up. Like all burger places to be well versed in them. Like you have to go to In-N-Out. You have to go to Whataburger.
I love Whataburger.
Yeah, you have to hit up those places to know the baseline of what a great burger is.
So what do you get at In-N-Out? You got a recommendation?
I go animal style fries, and then I think it's just called a double double. It's been forever since I've been in In-N-Out, so
yeah,
I think it's called double double.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's like just a double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Double cheese, double burger.
So on like fast food burgers, where does In-N-Out rate for you?
You know, for a while it ranked number one. I think it's just like the newness factor.
Yeah, I get that.
You know, it's like just going out with a new girl. You're just excited. You're like, whoa, this is a new thing. I like this. And then they kind of like dive down the list. I mean, when it comes to like a great burger that you can get across like everywhere, I don't know, man. You know, Wendy's has some decent burgers.
Yeah.
Like if you like across the country, like a place that's everywhere, I put fast food burgers. Wendy's is better than Burger King and McDonald's. That's for me.
Whoppers are when straight up just fast food, you know, the traditional ones, not counting In-N-Out and some of the more regional ones.
Mm-hmm.
The Whopper to me is just the best fast food burger.
My wife agrees with you, and
I love the Whopper.
Dude, I do not like Burger King's fries. I don't
No,
know.
I agree
I don't
that.
know how they could walk around life, Burger King, knowing that how bad their fries are.
No, if I could get like McDonald's fries and a Whopper,
Yeah.
perfect meal.
Yeah, it's too many drive-throughs, man.
No, I know.
But I know people who do that. I know people who hit like 2-3 fast
Really?
food places to like create their ultimate combo.
I'm not that dedicated.
Yeah, like a Frosty from Wendy's, like the fries from McDonald's, and a Whopper from Burger King.
I'm a fat guy who likes to eat, and I'm not doing that.
No, those people are egregiously obese. Don't get me wrong. Chicken nugget Wendy's, with chicken nuggets, Wendy's, or McDonald's. Yeah, I mean, I get that. Wendy's, I was just about to say the same thing. Yeah, man, In-N-Out here in the Southeast would be great. How about just a Whataburger in Savannah
Dude,
or
Whataburger?
Bluffton, man?
I love Whataburger. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Sonic needs to go in Georgetown. Yes.
I've gotten ice cream at Sonic plenty of times. I don't think I've ever gotten like food at Sonic. You just go because when we
Yeah, no, I've gotten some food. The food is really not great.
Okay. I mean, because it's like when we lived down on Wilmington Island, there's the one out in Whitmarsh, and we just go there and grab some ice cream occasionally.
Phil says Dairy Queen burgers are extremely underrated. The mushroom burger I do like there, but I haven't like really messed with Dairy Queen. You don't never think of like burgers from Dairy Queen.
So growing up in Illinois, there was a Dairy Queen in Pekin, Illinois, and it was you didn't go there to eat the food, you know, because it just always looked not clean,
right?
You know, so it's like and this one specifically, so you would go there and just get ice cream. So I had never eaten at a Dairy Queen. And then, like, we were someplace else, and I went into a Dairy Queen, and I'm like, "What is this? You can eat food at a Dairy Queen?" It was like like a whole new world opened up.
Yeah. Doors open up. It was amazing.
I know.
What are we jumping into here?
We are going to talk a little bit more about the Mercy Rule and hopefully get some calls, and then we'll go into a stop set and go from there. All right, guys, got about 30. We'll be back. Good morning, everybody. Cotter and Marshall Show here on your Thursday. Stream the show Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Right now, talking about the mercy rule. It's a new thing in spring training for Major League Baseball. It's not the stereotypical, hey, we're up by 10 runs, let's call the game.
Right.
Basically, if your pitcher throws at least 20 pitches in an inning, things aren't going well, you can call the mercy rule, and it kills that half of the inning.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be there to help your pitcher save his arm, because pitchers are only supposed to throw like 100-ish per game. That's why they only pitch about 6 innings per game. Starters do, which leads to a great question. I mean, like, what things in life deserve the mercy rule, or as I like to call it, the opt-out?
I would say my wife would say sex, but it never lasts long enough to actually have to call in the mercy
Well, you would
rule.
first have to have an experience that I'm not sure if you even know the definition is called sex to opt out of it.
We have it, every now and then, occasionally.
That's nice. I'm so happy for you. Is it like a quarterly deal? Is it like once per Christmas?
We celebrate my birthday.
Right. Does she know what day that is?
No, that's how I can con her into having sex occasionally. It's my birthday. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's my birthday.
It's January.
So like what in real life would you like to use the mercy rule on and get out of? 800-394-1061. You can call or text us. School. I just mercy rule me out of school.
I would like, and I actually did this as a young man. I mercy ruled myself out of every single math course in college. I walked in and I said, this isn't for me, and I left.
So I, when we went to ICC, had to take a placement test. I don't know if they still have to do that for a lot, but I had to take a placement test for several subjects, including math. I did so bad on the placement test that I was placed in a math class that wasn't even college level.
Right.
I had to retake like high school math.
Yeah, they just sent you back to high school.
And I mean, so I'm paying for a high school math that's not even good for a college credit. I would have mercy ruled out of that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, every single math class in the history of ever, I would have opted out of. I mean, I said taxes earlier. Taxes is such a, like, I don't like doing I actually have a lady doing my taxes this year for the first time ever. Usually it's my wife. Because I even refuse to do my own taxes.
Oh yeah, so we would do the simple tax form. My wife would do them. A couple years ago, though, we started having somebody else do our taxes. I will never go back to doing our own taxes. I know you got to pay money for it, but I don't care. I don't have to deal with it, and I know it's done right. And if it's not, I'll blame them.
Also, I'd like to opt out of the government making me do my own taxes. Why can't you do my taxes? I pay you.
That's my biggest thing when it comes to taxes. The government knows how much we owe them or they owe us. They're just like, but if we can catch them screwing up, we get more money.
Yeah.
Call BS.
Yeah, like, I thought we were cool, government. Why you got to be like this?
When did you ever think we were cool with the government?
Never.
800-394-1061. If you could call the mercy rule on something in your day-to-day life, what would it be? Call or text now, 800-394-1061. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Did you guys try the Black Whopper? Oh, we got a phone call.
Rock 1061, who's this?
This is Meredith.
Hey, Meredith, how's it going?
It's good.
What would
I
you
had the luxury of
What would you like the
I had the
mercy rule out of?
Okay, well, I had the luxury of growing up with the Woo Girls.
Okay.
They weren't done. I get invited to every bachelorette party on this earth, and I mercy rule out of it.
What's the one thing?
I am not going downtown on one of those bikes that you ride around with and do shots on.
What's the one thing you don't like about the like bachelorette party type of deal?
The fact that I get embarrassed because I used to be a bartender and I hate them.
And I hate them. Do they tip well?
I mean, come on. Who doesn't hate bachelorette parties?
Do bachelorette parties, do they tip well?
No.
All right. Next time I see.
And they expect everything for free.
Yeah. And how many inflatable penises do you really need to see in a night?
Exactly. And straws. Come on.
Everything's a penis.
I mean, look at it, right? It's true. Everything is a penis.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the call.
All right, bye.
Bye. That's funny. You can go back anytime.
Yes. Thank you, Meredith. That's awesome. Let's see. Can y'all type in the number here because I forgot it? Yeah, I can type it in, man. Where's my... Ashley asked, did you guys ever try the Black Whopper when it came out years ago?
We talked about it, but I don't think we ever did.
No, I don't think we did.
No, I remember talking about it.
Because that was like a Japan thing. Like they put it out first, right?
Yeah. All right, I'm going to edit up this call, guys.
What is that?
We're not going to play it off of here. So. All right, guys. All right, thank you guys for hanging out for that.
Cotter was just editing up the phone call we took, so we can play that back on air. Obviously, if you're watching the live stream, you can hear the phone calls and everything we take in real time, but we like to make sure that things don't go off the chain, so we record everything, and then we'll play it back on air after a quick edit.
Yep. We are going to try trivia live today. We got the dump button working, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Could be the worst decision we've made in 4 days. What was her name? Meredith?
That was Meredith.
There. I'm just gonna use hotkey it up.
Cool. All right, guys, we're going to come back. Are we going to intro that call, or are you just going to go right into it?
We'll intro it.
Okay, yeah, we'll do like a little intro to the call. We'll play the call back, and that'll be the break, correct?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah,
I
and
think
then
so.
let's see. After that, we'll wrap up the 7 o'clock hour by talking about a couple stories that kind of hit the news locally here. Ghost Coast Distillery, a top 25 distillery, which is really cool. And then obviously there's this Australian story that Cotter loves with some dudes almost getting lost out at sea because they wanted to get wasted on an air mattress. So.
I respect that. I really do.
Respect is a kind word.
All right, guys, got about 30. Talking about the mercy rule in Major League Baseball, something they started this year for spring training, which led to our question of how should we use the mercy rule in everyday life? I wish this was a thing. I think I would use it more times than I should.
I would use it for every meeting we've ever had.
Yes.
I would go back in the past like Terminator and go to every meeting I've ever attended and just be like, I mercy rule this. I opt out. I would just like to opt out of that.
It's like Adam Sandler, what was it, Click, where he got the remote control?
Oh, yeah.
One of the saddest movies you'll ever see. Oh, dear Lord.
Was it really sad?
It's
been so long.
I remember watching and get to the end going, what did I watch? This is horribly sad.
Did you cry at the end?
Might have.
You're such a crier. I
Hey.
want everyone to know how much you cry.
As I get older, I get more emotional. Now, granted, I watched this movie 15 years ago. No excuse. All right, so 800-394-1061. If you could invoke the mercy rule in life, how would you use it? All right, thank you, Meredith, for the call. If you've got any other things you'd like the mercy rule out of, hit us up with the text, 800-394-1061. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Stain and Mud Shovel. Rock 106.1.
Speaking of, do you have the text line up?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah. Got Zip Whip up?
Yeah. Cool. We got another call if you want to
Yeah, let's take it.
take it.
Let's take all the calls, man. We can push one of those stories out if it's good.
Yeah. Rock 106.1. Hello, who's this?
Hey, man, it's Vic.
Vic, our first Vic call for the Cotter and Marshall Show. It's a historic moment right now. How you been, man?
Doing good. But here's my mercy rule. I mercy rule my ass not having to go to work today.
Why today? You hung over, buddy?
Or any day for that matter. I wish I was born with that damn gold spoon in my mouth. You know, old rich kid never have to go to work.
Are you? Do you not want to go to work because you're hungover, Vic?
I don't want to go to work, period, for every damn reason I can think of.
Whatever the reason is, I'm out.
I'd rather be in bed effing or at the damn lake fishing.
Okay, well, big F guy.
Yeah, big F guy.
Yeah. Vic, born and raised with not with a golden spoon, but with a big F in his hand.
There you go.
How you been, man? It's been a while.
Man, I'm over here at the other shop in Rankin.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different world, but believe it or not, my son's working at the other shop beside y'all. So
Okay.
Oh, we got
give
new
him a
Vic
shout
over
out
here.
every now and then. You remember my boy Dylan?
Yeah,
yeah,
we met him.
definitely.
Yeah, he's working with us now. So.
Oh, nice, man. That's cool. Cool.
Yeah, man. It's good to hear from y'all, man, and keep up the good work.
All right, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Vic.
Vic.
All right, brothers.
All right,
I'll
see ya.
at you later.
All right.
Love Vic. Vic used to call into the afternoon show all the time.
All the time.
He works. He used to work over at Rinkin Transmission right around the corner from us. He used to win stuff from us all the time. Love that dude. Now he's over in Rinkin, working for Rinkin Transmission.
You want to play that back? Play our first Vic call?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
All right.
Let's keep the Ghost Coast and blow out Australian dudes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Blow Australian dudes.
Nah.
We could push that later in the show if we want.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we can talk about it another day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to get this ready, guys.
All right, back live on the stream.
We got about 30, so I'm going to get rid of this song here.
Okay, there's boys. Good morning. Start with these two beautiful faces. Morning, boys. Well, geez, Sean.
What's up, man? All right,
How's it
we
going?
got about 20, so we'll be right back. Good morning. Be sure to get the live stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can check us out each and every morning streaming live. Of course, still taking your calls about the mercy rule.
Yeah, sometimes things happen in your life where you're like, I'm just going to opt out of this. I would just like to remove myself from the situation. And sometimes You just can't do that. Like PTA board meetings.
Yes.
Parent-child conferences. There's just things where you're like, I wish I could be sitting on the couch in my pajamas.
800-394-1061. What would you mercy rule out of? So happy to hear from Vic. Took 4 days.
Glad he's doing well.
I'm glad Vic's doing well.
He's a big F guy, as we found out.
Vic, you're welcome to call the show anytime. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Might have another one here if I can get to it in time.
Also, I don't know why we both look great today, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a good question. Good question. Not the norm.
No. Don't worry, I'll wear a T-shirt tomorrow. We taking this call or no?
I missed it.
Oh, okay.
I got to get the call to ring more instead of going to voicemail soon.
Yep, that would be important.
Yeah.
All right. Morning, Wanda. Morning, Sean. Good morning. Yes, Cotter said he was going to wear a vest minimum twice a week. I just threw a flannel on because I was cold this morning, and I felt like me wearing a T-shirt or hoodie every single day is probably a bad idea.
All right, we got a call. Rock 106.1, is this?
Hi, this is Gavin.
Hey, Gavin, what's going on, man?
What's up? So I would like to get out of going to school,
Yep.
sit in there for 8 hours, and then coming home and having to do chores right after that.
See, that's tough, man. Growing up as a kid, I had to do that same exact thing. Mowing the lawn, I hated as a kid, and they made me do that. I don't know why. My dad made me mow the lawn every other day. I think he just wanted me to do something other than stay inside, play video games.
What chores? What chores do you have to do on a daily basis, man?
Sometimes during the summer and the spring, I would have to mow the lawn.
Yeah, worst.
I'll sometimes sweep, clean the kitchen.
Yeah.
Help do the dishes and stuff like that.
Yeah, all of those, no fun.
Yeah,
100% agreed, man.
I'd opt out of all of that. Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Mercy rule.
Thanks for calling in, Gavin, man. We appreciate it.
Have a good day at school, man,
No
and
problem.
try your best to enjoy some chores.
I'll try.
All right, thanks, man. See ya.
See ya.
Wanda, thank you. Yes, we both look very dapper today. We do have a lunch with our boss today. Are you worried? Is that why you wore the vest today as opposed to tomorrow?
No, I thought about it, and I'm just like, I think Smith would appreciate just a T-shirt kind of thing.
Okay, Smith from Hopatomica, Southbound.
He's a laid-back guy.
Yeah.
I didn't feel the need to vest up. I just didn't feel like, maybe it would fit the vibe.
Right. And, today is it's weird because today's kind of a chill day on the show because tomorrow we have an action-packed show, including beer for breakfast and a bunch of other stuff. So it should be quite interesting with what happens tomorrow with Smith being in the studio as our second official guest. Also,
we'll have to sign our wall. We cannot forget to have him sign the wall.
We'll have him sign the wall so there's actually something behind me instead of just this black flat void.
Yeah, we should have had Stitches sign it over behind you a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll work it out. Greg said Smith is a Georgia Tech guy. Oh, okay, right.
Yeah,
on.
he is. Yeah, yes, he is.
That was new. Who called? Gavin, that was you. Have you all played Mortal Kombat? Yes. Yes, my wife is a huge fan of Mortal Kombat.
Is.
Also, the Mortal Kombat movie that's coming out in April on HBO Max and in theaters. Dude, that thing looks incredible. I actually may go to the theater and watch that.
Yeah, I get that. I get that 100%.
Yeah,
I think that looks great.
Our coworker, Mac, actually was just in the theaters last night. She went to go see Tom and Jerry, which sounds like a huge mistake.
I was going to say, I wanted to ask about the experience, but I think you summed it up with Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, that movie got terrible, terrible ratings.
It's
and
the second highest. This is how sad it is. It's like the second highest opening like since the pandemic, behind Wonder Woman.
yeah, $12 million.
$12 million. Yeah, that was it.
Well, apparently I saw a story that said that Black Widow is still slated for a like Cinco de Mayo opening.
Okay.
I'm going to the movie theater.
I'm interested with Black Widow. I mean, having the character die off in the last movie.
Hey, spoiler alert, bro.
I'm sorry, you're on your own. We discussed this the other day. It's been too long. And so going back now and seeing, the origin of, it's like, is there more Black Widow movies after this that are set in the past? And then with everything that they've done all tying together, how does this tie into everything? Do we see the debut of a character that then who pops up 20 years later in the the now timeline of the MCU? I don't know.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just excited to go back to movie theaters. I'm a big movie guy. I love going to see a movie in a movie theater. The experience, the smell of the popcorn, some idiot talking in the back. I don't know why. I love it. I hate it, but I love it. I need it in my life.
Yeah, I love the movie theater. It's like, and I'll be honest. You go to like a place like the Alamo Draft House that you can sit there and order food, order drinks.
Yeah.
You're spoiled for life.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't know if I really want to drink too much while I'm watching a movie.
I do.
It deters from the action, I think.
Mm-mm. No, not at all.
Nope.
Not even the slightest.
Do y'all buy the candy or bring candy? Oh, to movie theaters? Oh, I don't know. I just buy it, I guess.
I'm a big popcorn guy, so I stay away from the candy. And
Yeah.
you can't really sneak in a big bag of popcorn.
Yeah, no, I do. I would do popcorn and like a cherry Coke.
Yep, always get the cherry Coke.
Is the way to go when it comes to the movie theater experience.
Yep. So years ago, when Natural Born Killers came out in theaters.
Oh,
So
it's a family-friendly film there.
went and saw that in theaters. It was like like the 10 o'clock screening. There's nobody else there, and you could buy the the unlimited popcorn bucket for that night or whatever it was. And so I just kept and we drank way ahead of time, so I was kind of just drunk, so I wanted to eat. So I tried to talk them in, and they just basically had cleaned up everything, and they just had this big bag of popcorn that they were replacing with my bucket. I'm like, can you just give me the bag? Is anybody else coming out here grabbing popcorn? And they're like, no, you can't have the bag. Give me your bucket. And I had to get up multiple times during the movie just to get popcorn.
What a wild story.
That was my Natural Born Killers
man.
experience.
That's insane. That's crazy,
Bud
man.
Ice is what we drank in the parking lot before.
Bud Ice is a terrible
Bud
choice.
Ice.
Is a terrible choice.
I was 18. I don't know. It was beer, man. Cool. Bring it on.
Cool. Bring it on. All right, guys. In the 8 o'clock hour today, just to give you a heads up, we'll wrap up this hour with we're going to do the Ghost Coast story,
Yep.
right? So we'll talk about Ghost Coast, one of our favorite local distilleries. In the 8 o'clock hour, we'll talk about St. Patty's. We have an update there. And then Jeffe picks a new song. Speaking of Jeffe, let's check in on Jeffe real quick. Jeffe, how you doing, buddy? Oh, the camera shifted. There we go. Oh, he's actually at the top.
He's at the top, yeah.
Oh, there he is. There's our little guy.
Might need like some sort of screen on that window to kill that glare.
We'll work that out later. We didn't realize that would be an issue, but
Yeah.
we'll get Jeffe moving here in the 8 o'clock hour, back into action, picking new music for us. He says German Kinos were so good. Crystal Weizen or Hefeweizen and popcorn complement so well. I don't know. I've never tried popcorn much with beer. Like I've done like the pretzels, obviously.
And peanuts. I think popcorn. I mean, it's beer. I'll drink and pretty much with it anything.
I think you're just jonesing for a beer. Usually we do the beer review on Wednesdays.
I know, right?
And now
Day
it's not until
behind.
tomorrow. And then I know it'll be fine, man. You'll be fine. All right, how much time we got for Ghost Coast?
We got like 5 minutes.
Okay. So let's see. Yeah, Ghost Coast, man. I mean, I can't wait to actually have to go back to their tasting room because they built out a brand new tasting room.
Yeah. It's been. I mean, obviously, way before the pandemic started. Since I've been to Ghost Coast. Now they opened up. I think still prior to being able to serve like drinks. Prior to the law changing, where you go in and buy like the tour. I don't know if they're still doing that same tour, but they had that video like display before you actually toured the place.
They had like an immersive experience where they had video screens completely around the room, so you could like turn to any angle and it would be a different shot or a different angle of the entire video. They spent a lot of money on that, and it is outstanding. So if you do get a chance, Ghost Coast Distillery, just their tour is fun. And I know, like, when you go to a brewery or a distillery, the tours are essentially the same. Like, if you've been to one, you've been to all. But Ghost Coast is definitely unique in that way.
Yeah, that one was really, really cool. And I'm glad that they have the bar now. I mean, a few times that I've been in there, the bartender's super knowledgeable. And, I mean, the drinks they make are fantastic.
Sydney, who I know, who's the mixologist there at Ghost Coast, incredible work. He does some outstanding stuff. They do smoke drinks there and everything. Like, when he brings out the smoke machine, you can tell, like, he loves the idea of it, but he hates doing it because there's so much extra work to make a cocktail with it.
Right.
But they taste delicious.
Nice.
Going to the chat, Gibby says, a mid-movie intermission for a bathroom break and a beer run. I actually think that should be implemented in every film. Give me 10 minutes. I'm fine with 10 minutes. Let's break. Everyone go grab whatever. I mean, I think it would actually help movie theaters more if movies more had kind of a little break, maybe 5 minutes.
Now, and that's why I like the Alamo Draft House. It's great because you write down what you want, put your note out, they come sneak over and grab it like a ninja, and next thing you know, you got a beer in front of you. Now, there is a website that you can go to and will tell you when in the movie to take your bathroom break. Like this, you don't need to see this. It doesn't impact the plot. This is the time you go.
Yeah, well, maybe like you go into, maybe each movie theater has a like certain restroom, like you're in movie theater 8, here's restroom 8. Literally, the movie's on in the restroom.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Like, like urinals, like some places where that has like newspapers, some places have TV in front of the urinals.
That's a
like
great idea.
Yeah, I know. I should own a movie theater. Going over, someone says, for your boss during your lunch, you should ask him, can I mercy rule out of this lunch?
That's great.
Marshall got a question. Hit me, man. Hit me with your questions. I love questions. Just Marshall. Our boss. He chimed in. Looking sharp today, boys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I wore a flannel.
He
sharp.
now knows we're mercy rolling out of our lunch today after we eat, though. I want the food.
Where are we going?
I have no idea.
Oh, this is all right. So I have a question. How much time we got?
3 minutes.
Okay, that's enough. All right, guys. And feel free to drop your answer into the chat here. Answer the internet, guys. Who would win in a fight in their prime?
Me.
This is real life, although these characters aren't quite. Michael Keaton or John Bon Jovi. Yeah, I guess it's so not the characters they play, because Michael Keaton's Batman and 100 other superheroes. But once again, who would win in a fight in their prime? Michael Keaton or John Bon Jovi?
I'd go Bon Jovi. He looks more athletic than Michael Keaton.
Bon Jovi was ripped.
That's what I'm saying.
He was ripped up from the ground. I would say, I don't know, but the movies make me believe Michael Keaton's damn near invincible.
Buying into Batman. I think I'd go Bon Jovi.
Wilborn goes, and you don't need to go to lunch. Oh, you're taking us to lunch. We're getting free food today. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take John Bon Jovi over Michael Keaton. That hurts my soul to say that a little bit.
Yeah, I get that.
Because I love Michael Keaton so much.
Now, I really, there's the rumors about them appearing, or him and appearing in the new Batman flick along with Ben Affleck. I hope that happens. Or in one of the Batman movies. I don't know if it's
like
the
a
new one.
multiverse type of deal.
I'd love to see him back in the Batman outfit. Now, you would think Marvel, though, since he was, who was he, Vulture?
Yeah.
You would think they would have some sort of exclusivity and be like, no, you're not going to go over and do a DC movie.
No. I mean, people have like gone in between the
I
two.
know.
There's a few actors who've done that.
I mean, I guess you're not going to see, like the big ones, make that crossover.
Gibby says Bon Jovi. Plus the drugs he'd be on, he'd be unstoppable. Yeah, he would be. Was Bon Jovi, like, as a band, a big drug band? I mean, I didn't grow up with him.
It was the 80s. I would assume everybody was a big drug band.
I mean, did you ever hear any stories? Did you ever, see John Bon Jovi do, like, a huge rail of coke or anything?
No, not that I remember. I would just assume yes.
Yeah, Wanda says that's tough. Jovi probably. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Michael Keaton.
He just looks...
He never, took his shirt off, and, I never saw a ripped Michael Keaton. If I saw a ripped Michael Keaton, I think I would maybe choose him.
Maybe.
Michael Keaton, I think, looks more like me, and that's an issue. All right, got about 30 seconds, guys. We're going to kill the stream audio here for just a second. We're going to pop on and talk about Ghost Coast Distillery.
Thanks for everybody for hanging out today. Get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can also listen to the show at rock1061.com. Also on the app, which you can download. It has been updated. Now, Ghost Coast Distillery is still the only distillery in Savannah. There's others within the Low Country and Coastal Empire. Ghost Coast currently the only one in Savannah.
Well, the big news is they were actually recently ranked as one of the top 25 distilleries in the USA, according to a list generated by Yelp.com for Travel and Leisure magazine.
Now, they've been open 4 years.
Yeah.
I think because they opened prior to the laws changing in Georgia, where you can go into like a distillery or brewery and actually buy a beer. You had to buy the tour, and then you got some free tasters.
Right.
And we talked about it a few minutes ago. If you haven't done their tour, it is do they still have the immersive video experience?
I believe they do. Yeah, I believe they do. It's like that first room off to the left when you walk in.
Because, I mean, that to me, it's like worth price of admission alone. I mean, that is such a cool experience. By far the best distillery or brewery tour I have ever been on anywhere.
Yeah, and usually like with those tours, man, I mean, you've been on one, you've been on all of them, but this one is really unique, and that's why I think that's why people talk about them so much, and that's why they're in the top 25 distilleries. Now, the cool thing is, during the pandemic, I mean, I haven't been to Ghost Coast in months because of the pandemic. Apparently, they've redone their entire tap room, and then also they've added a stage, and they plan on hosting the Master Bourbon Music Festival. It's going to take place this summer. They don't know when quite yet, summer or fall, but they plan on dropping an announcement very, very soon. And just so you guys know, I'm volunteering to host this festival. Only for the small price of all the whiskey I can drink, and I can say anything I want.
Can I tag along?
Nope, you cannot.
I was just going to say.
You'll ruin it. You'll tell me to stop drinking.
Why would I do that?
Because I know you. You'll be like, you're saying some things you shouldn't, which I say all the time sober.
That's true.
So in your face, no, you're not invited. You may be in the same room, but I can only have the mic.
What? I don't like this. I was even going to say I will be your co-host.
Are you going to wear that vest?
Maybe.
Okay. No, you're out. You can't even come now.
All right, so congratulations to Ghost Coast, ranked 20th out of 25 on this list, best distilleries in the United States. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
And people are loving the way we're looking. Stacy Scott says, well, don't you two look dapper this morning?
Yes.
Maybe we do. Maybe we tried today.
Maybe.
Once a week, maybe. Matt Kelly, my friend from Chicago, look at that. Michael Keaton in Desperate Measures is ripped. I had no idea.
Which was Desperate Measures?
I have no idea. Let's do a little Googling. Also, good morning to everyone. About to jump into the 8 o'clock hour. We're going to have Jeffe, our new music beta fish, his first appearance on the show. Choose a new song for us in between Royal Blood and Miles Kennedy.
There he is. That's
I mean, is that ripped? He's just incredibly well tanned, and
he's toned.
Okay. I wouldn't say he's ripped, Matt Kelly. He is toned very well. Like, he went on a diet and did some sit-ups.
He looks like Bruce Willis's brother.
No?
Also,
is it a good movie? Should I even watch it?
I never even heard of it.
I don't know if I've heard that one or not.
No, him and Andy Garcia.
Andy Garcia's fine. He was in Ocean's 11.
That's true. He was good in
the
that.
first one. Stacy goes, you guys dress up more like once a month. That's more of a fair assessment.
That is not true. I wear a vest
twice a week.
At least once a week, if not twice.
Yeah, that's the rule. Twice a week.
One day, since I got 5 vests now, I'll make it just the week of the vest. Every day, different vest.
Yeah, they do things like jumpsuit January. You should do vestuary.
I'm in.
Gavin says, Cotter, I like the Rick in the background. Oh, pop your lights on, man. What are you doing? They can sort of tell. I don't know. It's light in there now.
Yeah, I believe that is Marshall's Rick.
Yeah, that's my Rick mask. I bought it when the Toys R Us closed down here. A sad day, obviously. I went and picked up what I could. All right, we got a few minutes, so let's jump into another question from Answering the Internet. Would you rather have to heat up all of your food in 10-second increments for the rest of your life, or dive boner first into a sidewalk one time?
Oh my God! What kind of question is that?
Once again, would you rather have to heat up all of your food in 10-second increments? So I'm guessing like go to the microwave, 10 seconds, stop, go, open, close the door, 10 seconds, start it again, or dive boner first into a sidewalk one time.
I 10-second increments.
Yeah.
I'm not no.
I've heard stories where dudes can break their junk.
Yeah.
Which is just from certain activities. Wow, that sounds like a terrible idea. I'll just do the microwave thing, or I'll just eat food cold.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Could you imagine like starting the oven 400 degrees? 400 degrees for 10 seconds. You have to stop, wait for it to heat up again. Oh,
that would be
I don't know.
miserable.
Maybe I'll rethink this whole boner sidewalk thing.
Bag salads from here on out.
Sean goes, what are some distilleries on the list, or where can I find it? There's so many up in the Minnesota and Wisconsin area. I don't know. That's actually just a story we found, but I can find that list for you, and I can probably drop it. Sean goes, yeah, probably 10-second increments. Gavin goes, hey, pizza reheated or cold? Yeah.
Yep. I got cold pizza. Some of the best pizza. I still stand by that.
I'm going to find that list real quick for everyone, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know if the story had the link or not.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Okay, there you go.
Posted on January 28th. Let's see. So one of them is actually a distillery I've been to. Number 13 on the list is the St. Augustine Distillery in St. Augustine, Florida.
Okay.
They do some really good spirits. Let's see, Alaska. There's Leapers Fork Distillery in Franklin, Tennessee. That one's sort of close to us. Ghost Coast Distillery in Savannah, Georgia comes in at number 20. Chattanooga Whiskey in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I actually just recently visited last summer.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you'd been there.
Yeah.
Is that the one place where you got like the coffee?
Yeah, I got the coffee whiskey there.
Super bitter?
Yeah, it was a bitter coffee whiskey that we made some White Russians out of, and it was outstanding.
I still stand by the White Russians with the peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah, those are delicious.
Those were so good. And that peanut butter whiskey is really tasty.
Over Halloween this past year, our friends at the draft room at Berwick did a pumpkin White Russian that was pretty great.
We drank a few of those.
We drank more than a few of those. All right, I have this. All right, so I'm going to drop the. I can't drop it on the face chat. On the Facebook chat, I'm going to drop that link so you guys can check out the distilleries. The top 25 distilleries where Ghost Coast laid their claim to fame here.
I'll be right back.
All right, there you go. I just dropped the top 25 distilleries. Oh, there it is. Into the Facebook chat if you guys want to check the list out. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Cotter ran off to get coffee and sounds like he got stopped by one of our coworkers. No big deal. In the 8 o'clock hour today, once again, we're going to give you guys an update on St. Patty's Day. We do have an update in regards to the bars, if they're going to be open or not. Jeffe is going to pick a new song for us. We have Jeffe back in the studio, which is really, really nice. And then we'll finish off the hour with Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Cotter has gone 3 for 3. He's played 3 straight times this week. You guys can take me on as well. He's 1-2. He's lost twice to you guys.
It's been ugly.
Crazy. Just so you know, I am keeping a list every single day of how
you don't have to remind me.
It's on our shared Google Drive. I will post
it.
I
can delete it pretty easily.
Nope.
Awesome.
I will. No, I have a master copy as well, shared somewhere else. I will make sure I share that in the future. Once we get in a few weeks, so you guys can see actually how things have gone for us.
We've got. I went back to my office. We meant to do this the 2 weeks we're off here. We still got the bottom Malort.
Yeah, we'll do a Malort video still.
So Malort is a liquor that is from the Chicago.
It's a liqueur.
Liqueur from the Chicago area, and its claim to fame is that it just tastes like crap. That's why it's famous, because it tastes bad.
It's real bad.
So I haven't had it. So the whole thing we're going to do is shoot a reaction video and try to get as many people in the office to take a shot and get their reaction. So yeah, I will have to do that.
Let's see. I'm just bringing up that St. Pat's
Yep.
update real quick. Where is it at? There it is. And then I'll also bring up this while we're ready. Oh, I don't need that actually. Yeah, it's like cough syrup bad. It's like wormwood, so it's got like that earthy. I've never tasted it myself, but I've been told it's got like a very earthy kind of vodka-y taste to it, and it's just bad. Real bad.
Do you like Jaeger?
Yeah, when I was like 20, I liked Jaeger, but no, I'm not a big Jaeger guy anymore. I'm not looking for a shot of it.
Well, no, I'm just kind of curious because, I mean, that's got an acquired taste to it. So I didn't know, it was that kind of thing. If it was where it's like, oh, I'm going to drink it because for some reason I weirdly like this. Or if it's just like, I'm going to drink it because it tastes like crap and I want to say I did.
So fun story, yesterday I ran down to the Barrel House down off Vela Square here in Savannah, and I went up to pick up a check for one of our sales guys who's out of town right now. Just doing a favor because I'm a nice guy. Marshall, I'm not going to believe it, he's a real nice guy. So I went and picked up a check, and I was waiting there. They had to write it for me. And there was this girl, and I don't know if she was a patron or if she worked there or what her deal was, but the bartender was making a quick drink before he wrote my check, and he popped open a side of a Red Bull, poured some out, and then he just dumped vodka in it. And this girl popped the top and shot a huge vodka Red Bull shooter at 11:30 a.m. yesterday. So good for people who can still do that. I'm too old.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know people were doing it that way.
Yeah.
So it's like shotgunning.
Yeah, she shotgunned a vodka Red Bull at 11:30 a.m. She looked like maybe she never went to bed, but who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? I'm just saying I can't quite do that anymore.
So it'd be like you're sitting at the bar waiting for the check, and you just kind of look over just being nice. How's your day going? She doesn't respond. She just cracks open the Red Bull, shoots it.
Yeah.
I get it. Understood.
Yeah. Got a minute before we go on?
We got about a minute.
All right, cool. Oh, that's a good one. We'll leave this one.
Okay.
I got a good answer the internet, but maybe I'll wait till later in the show to ask this one. This one is in the pile of, I probably shouldn't say this on the stream, so I'm going to push that at the back. You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. That is true.
True story.
All right, we're going to ask that question too. That'll be the next one.
All right, guys, we got about 30. We'll be right back. Good morning. Get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can also just stream the audio of the show, rock1061.com on the app or your in-home smart speaker. Now, Mardi Gras went down last month, and New Orleans, obviously canceled the parades and people decorated their houses.
Yep.
But they took it a step further, and they put restrictions on bars and restaurants that serve booze. You couldn't walk around with open alcohol during Mardi Gras in New Orleans because they wanted to, prevent the spread of COVID-19. And when word about this came out, it was kind of brought up to Mayor Van Johnson in Savannah. Would Savannah put restrictions on bars? And at the time, initially, it was just like everything is on the table. And you and I have talked about it a bunch. You can't do it, man. I mean, you can't put these restrictions on them.
Especially when it comes to St. Patty's Day, especially here in the Savannah area. I mean, it would hurt these businesses even more. That they've been hurt already, man. There's no reason. So actually, in a recent update, Currently, they say no restrictions are anticipated as of yet for when it comes to St. Patty's Day, which is, good news.
So he said that they are expecting the businesses to use their best judgment and hope they abide by the Savannah Safe Pledge guidelines. So that's good news, man. It's like I know the parade and all the official stuff is canceled. I missed it last year. It's like I've always said it. It's like I get it when locals are like, I'm not going down there. It's just crazy. I love Savannah St. Patrick's Day. I love being part of the radio station and going down there and working stuff and doing stuff. I enjoy it, and not experiencing that last year sucked.
Yeah, it was a big bummer. And just in case you guys missed it, announcement yesterday, Plant Riverside is going to host a Shamrocks and Shenanigans Festival March 12th through the 17th. Irish music, food, all sorts of crazy stuff down at Plant Riverside, which is the hottest place in Savannah right now.
You're talking about hosting stuff. Let's reach out to Plant Riverside.
Yeah, well, there's another thing I think we're going to be hosting that day. We're going to talk about that real soon.
Now, can I just say it is we're talking about St. Patrick's Day. Anybody else still miss Kevin Barry's?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I mean, that was our go-to for years.
Well, there's Conley's. There's Conley's.
And I love Conley's.
Yeah.
I've been there a few times. But I don't know. There was something about Kevin Barry's was one of the first places I went when I moved here, and I just loved it. No TVs, no Wi-Fi, no. You were just there to drink.
A good alternative if you don't want to be downtown. Great Irish pub, Fiorua in Richmond Hill.
Oh, dude, it really is a great place.
Our buddy Dave, he doesn't know it anymore, but he ran Fiorua for years, man, and that's always a good time.
All right, so as of now, bars downtown, no restrictions for St. Patrick's Day. That is great news. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1, New Papa Roach. This is the ending.
I'm going to go print up trivia real quick, just in case they decide to take you on
here
again. Yeah,
collecting dust over here, guys.
Those questions are going to be unanswerable because
I don't think I have anything too topical.
That's one way to explode your heart at 11:30. Yeah, she seemed fine. She was alive when I left the building. Everyone going, yes, miss it. Irish music and black and tans. Oh,
dude, it's like that when I heard they were closing, I was so bummed out. My two favorite bars in Savannah, it used to be Kevin Barry's and the Rail, and when they shut,
is the Rail no longer
no,
one
the
of your
Rail's still there. Thank God. No, the Rail's still there,
but not one of your favorite bars.
No, still one of my favorite bars. Okay. No, those were my two favorite bars in town. I just love going, hanging out there. When anybody came to town, I either took them to Kevin Barry's or the Rail. If it was a good day, we went to both.
Yeah, you took me to both. The first weekend I came here.
Yeah, Kevin Barry's, man. I miss that place. I mean, dude, you and I got so drunk on several St. Patrick's Days there, trying to do the work release program. Yeah. Yeah. And by the end of it, it's just like, we should stop doing this show.
I think we stopped early a couple times because we decided that was a bad idea. All right, I'm going to go print up trivia for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, which will be coming up here shortly around 8:30. If you want to play against us, get ready to dial 1-800-394-1061. I'm going to go print out my trivia, and then I have a great question to answer.
We actually only have 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's enough time.
Okay. All right, let's hope so. 2 minutes. Marshall will be back. All right, so super excited because coming up, we've got Jeffe, the new music beta fish, or Jeffe 2, the new music beta fish, back to the studio after hanging out at Marshall's as we are reconstructing all of the studios here at the radio station. So he's going to pick a new song for us. Choices today are going to be Royal Blood Typhoons. I really like this song. Or Miles Kennedy, his latest called In Stride, which is cool as well. So those are going to be the two options today. Coming up here after Papa Roach in the ending, going to give you just a sample of both of those songs. We'll hit the commercial, and we'll come back, and Jeffe will pick a brand new song to play for us today. And you'll get to see it live, man. Anybody doubted Jeffe was a thing? He's a thing. He's real. He's here in studio, and we've got a special Jeffe cam just in place for him. So this first break, we'll set up the songs. I've got, 30 seconds from each song we'll play.
Cool.
Hit the commercial, and then when we come back, the second break, we'll have them pick.
Nice.
And both songs are lined up, ready to go, and we'll play one of them.
Speaking of, let's go ahead and check in on Jeffe, see how he's doing. Jeffe, how you doing, buddy? He's just swimming around, being a fish. Hold on, let me. There he is.
All right, guys, we got about 30. Be right back. Good morning, Cotter and Marshall Show. Get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Now, I'm pretty excited about this because anybody who said, did they really have a fish in the studio? Today, we're proving that Jeffe 2, the new music beta fish, is legit.
He actually existed. And to start off, to buy a beta fish, you have to buy like $100 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't realize that when we were like, the fish is like $4. This is going to be so cheap and easy. No, it was like $100 later. Like, okay, we think we can keep him alive now.
So Jeffe has been hanging out at your house for months now.
Pretty much the whole pandemic, yeah.
Yeah, as we were redoing studios here, we broadcast a lot from your house, so we took Jeffe out there so he can pick new music. So he's now back in the studio. Very excited that he's back. There's his cage if you're watching the stream. But we got 2 songs to pick from today. First is brand new stuff from Royal Blood. It's called Typhoons. I'm going to give you a quick taste of that right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, Royal Blood in this new album, I can't wait to get my hands on. I mean, this and Trouble's Coming, those songs jam, dude.
My new favorite band are playing right now. I know they're not new. They've been around for a little bit, but with the new album out, yeah, just anything they're putting out right now, I am 100% into.
It slaps. We're not trying. Jeffe, don't listen to us. That song slaps, dude. I hope he chooses that song.
All right, option number 2, brand new stuff from Miles Kennedy, or is it Kevin Bacon?
He looks exactly like Kevin Bacon.
It's not even like the doppelganger where you're like, there's something different. There's nothing different. They're the same person.
They are the same, definitely the same person.
Miles Kennedy's song is called In Stride.
Sounds like a Rocky Horror Picture Show or like Hedwig and the Angry Itch type of song.
He's got such a distinct voice. I mean, you know it's him or Kevin Bacon instantly.
If Kevin Bacon could sing like him, or maybe he can because they're the same person, that's incredible.
Well, my theory on that is, Kevin Bacon and his brother had the band, the Bacon Brothers. And, they release songs, they play live, but they're not, I mean, he's known for his acting, not his singing. So maybe he transformed into Miles Kennedy because he really wanted to push that singing
he's
career.
just wearing a wig because Miles Kennedy has
got
long
longer hair. It's
Yeah.
the only difference. Other than that, they are the same person.
All right, so coming up here very shortly, we are going to have Jeffe, the new music beta fish, choose a new song. And just in case you're like, well, how does he choose a song? So what we do is we essentially represent a song on each side of the tank.
Yep.
So we'll say Royal Blood is on the left, Miles Kennedy is on the right, and then I just tap the glass very lightly in a very pleasurable, non-physical, harmful way. And then that kind of stirs him up. And then whatever side he lands on, that's the song we play.
All right, so we got him coming up. Jeffe 2, the new music beta fish, selecting between Royal Blood and Miles Kennedy. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, back on the stream. Yeah, Sean, absolutely. Fiorua, man. Absolutely a great place to go check out live music. The food is excellent.
The food's great.
They have a great craft beer selection there, too.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, because Dave, he owns Debilation, which is the new the new brewery that's going to be open up in Richmond Hill, which is going to be dangerous because it's like 10 minutes from the house.
Yeah, Debilation Brewing opens, I think he said he's going to open it by the end of March-ish. He's trying to shoot for St. Patrick's Day, but I don't think that's going to happen. But Debilation Brewing in Richmond Hill is going to be awesome. I can't wait to check that place out. All right, so Jeffe's picking a new song for us. Gibby says he's favoring the left side. He was just on the right. He favors no side. He's indiscriminate when it comes to this music. All right, let's answer this question while we have a few minutes down before Jeffe picks a song. Would you rather get stuck at a red light every time for the rest of your life or become a loaf of bread for 24 hours once a year?
I drive Abercorn almost every day. You're stuck at every damn red light on that street every time.
Once again, the question, and guys, drop what you think. Would you rather get stuck at a red light every time for the rest of your life or become a loaf of bread for 24 hours once a year?
Now, do I have to worry about somebody eating? No, do I
Yes.
know? Do I know what I'm turning into where I can prep myself and hide for those 24 hours?
No, I would say no.
I can just randomly turn into
You
a
ran
loaf
it
of
for
bread.
24 hours. You just immediately become bread, no matter where you're at. Hopefully, you're in bed. You're in a safe spot, but you could be at a concert.
I mean, if I'm out at the beach and I turn into a loaf of bread, five seconds, the birds have devoured me.
I know. That's the risk you run.
Now, can I talk as the loaf of bread? Can I try to scare the birds away? Can
You're asking too many hypotheticals,
wiggle
Cotter.
my loafy body?
You're wiggle my loafy body. You can do that already. I'd just rather get stuck at red lights.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
fine.
There's too much risk involved in the bread. I was initially saying the bread, but too much risk.
Don says loaf of bread once a year. Definitely hate red lights. I hear you.
There was one glorious day that years ago where I made it from turning from Mall onto Abercorn down to Victory without hitting a red light.
I did that run to Duran. That's the furthest I got, and I actually made the light at Duran. So I actually was so excited about that. I actually, while driving, went on Facebook and talked about it.
I tweeted it. I know I tweeted it because I'm like, this was the best day ever, guys. Made it from here to here without a red light.
Everyone's on the bread side.
Really?
Gibby says bread. Don says bread. Greg says you guys are whiter wheat.
Too much risk, man.
I'd like to be a pumpernickel, maybe a rye.
We're going to do this coming right out of the stops.
Okay.
Do we want to replay the hooks again?
Yeah, and I think you should make the hooks shorter. You
That's
should
fine.
only do like 15 seconds. 30 seemed a bit long.
That's fine.
Yeah, but give them play them both.
Okay.
See, that's some behind the scenes stuff where I criticized Cotter for his choices, and he took it very, very well. You could tell.
Well, yeah, because I don't have to listen, and I can just make them 30 seconds every time, and it'll be fine. That seems long again. No, it's 15, I promise. You suck at math.
Yeah, you took a math. I made it from White Bluff, Abercorn to the old Georgetown light, all greens. I don't believe it. That I don't believe.
Video or it didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, Rio Road always seems to be a red light.
Yes.
Right, yeah, Rio.
Always.
Yeah, right by the Savannah Mall, man. It's always red. Video or it didn't exist. Oh, let's get a shot of Jeffe, man.
Yeah, throw Jeffe on, man. This is his moment. This is his time to shine.
He's just really hanging there at the top line of the tank, just chilling. Fed him earlier this morning, so he should have lots of energy. Give him some pellets just before the show started, so right around 6 o'clock.
You'll have to make the call officially on Jeffe since
Of course.
you can't see.
I don't count ones that were turning yellow. I just kind of downshifted and scooted through.
You get to a point where you're just like, I'm making this whether it's red or not.
Mm-hmm.
Got a point to prove.
Are we jumping on right here?
We've got about 20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I probably should. All right, be back, guys. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Right now, if you're on the stream, you're seeing a glorious shot of Jeffe 2, the new music beta fish. Yes, he is a thing. If you ever doubted us, proof. There's proof.
He's actually just kind of laid down to go to sleep. Boy, he's going to be angry at this fact that we're going to make him work right now. So Jeffe, the new music beta fish, is a fish that we bought because we needed someone to pick new music, and we didn't trust each other. So he's going to choose between one of two songs today, Royal Blood and Miles Kennedy. Let's play those clips so everyone knows what they sound like.
All right, here's Royal Blood and Typhoon. It's already my new favorite song, or my favorite new song, and we're not even playing it yet. We literally just got it yesterday. I love that band.
Yeah, Royal Blood has been putting out some bangers for sure. All right, so the other song for Jeffe to choose from is Miles Kennedy and his new song.
It's called In Stride.
I just see Tim Curry. I see Tim Curry like in Rocky Horror Picture Show singing this. Like
I get that.
Like in fishnets. That's Miles Kennedy has to wear fishnets while singing this song.
You don't know what's under those jeans. Now, you make a really good point. In Stride, I can see Tim Curry just kind of striding along the stage.
I do, right?
It's a great point.
It's bored into my mind now. I'll never be able to think of anything differently. All right, so here's the deal. If you're watching the live stream right now, you'll see a live shot of Jeffe, the new music beta fish. He's kind of hanging out by the little avocado unicorn deal we got. So I'm going to tap the glass, let him know that he has to get to work.
Jeffe!
All right, he didn't really move.
He's like, I'm not a morning fish, guys, at all.
Jeffe!
That wasn't in his initial agreement to have to wake up this early.
Well, I think he's moving.
If a fish could flip you off, he'd be doing that right now.
No, he's just hanging out. Oh, there he is. He's coming back. All right, buddy, you got to work. He didn't know.
Okay.
So once again, there you go. There you go. All right. So Jeffe, I've given him the official signal. He is veering off to the right-hand side of the tank. Can't quite see him on camera just because it's the curvature of the tank. But that is kind of where he's sitting. I think we're going right-hand side of the tank today, which is Miles Kennedy.
I was going to say, which one was it? I missed that part.
Royal Blood was left.
Okay,
Miles Kennedy is right.
All right, so we're going to roll out some new Miles Kennedy. Thank you, Jeffe 2, the new music beta fish. This is In Stride. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
While you were talking there, he actually did veer back to the left, but then he shot to the right. He's like, confirming the choice of Miles Kennedy. So that's pretty cool stuff, man. And love having Jeffe back in the studio. I think he's just a little sleepy. He's not used to working this early in the morning, but we're happy to have him back. We'll make sure that we get all of his stuff back online, too. I just need the engineer to come in and drop in some electricity for the little guy. Let's hop back to the double cam here. Thanks for hanging out with us once again this morning. Jeffe choosing new music for us. Wrapping up the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to play trivia. Once we come out of this, we're going to do some Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery over in Beaufort. Brand new distillery in the area. They've got all your mainstays, and they're going to be dropping some new gin very, very soon.
Yep, mid-March, get the gin. We're going to have to pick a day and go over and try everything. Yeah, I'm down for that. We can, bring our own Red Bull, and we can shotgun Red Bull and vodka.
Yep, I'm sure that's exactly how they like their product enjoyed, by shotgunning it with Red Bull.
Oh, man.
All right, so once again, Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia coming up here in how long, actually?
So because of Jeffe being a quicker bit, we've got plenty of time. I don't know if we want to put something else in there. I don't know. I don't know if we want to read one of the Ask the Internet questions on the air.
Why don't we just do trivia? We'll do trivia, and then we can end the hour with that Australian story. Do you want to do that, or do you want to do the Australian story and then pop into trivia?
Let's do the Australian story and then pop into trivia.
Okay.
Are you cool if we do that like in a minute 30, or do you need more time?
Oh no, I'm good. I got her all set up this morning.
We'll just go after this then.
Oh, that's music news. Don't need that.
All right.
And there is trivia. Yeah, it would be nice if someone could pick me for trivia, just so I don't have to write so much damn trivia this week.
That is true. I still have like a week's worth of trivia.
I love seeing Cotter lose. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like this week's been pretty great. Not because we started a morning show together, but to see him go 1-2 in trivia to kick off our show, I don't know if that's something you can live down.
I'm torn. I want people to pick me because I want to redeem myself.
Right.
I don't want people to pick me because I don't want to dig myself deeper into a hole.
True. Well, the thing is if I haven't played trivia yet, and if I lose the first time I play trivia, I won't be able to quite live that down
Here's the thing.
either.
With my luck, you're not going to. I just know it. All right, guys, got about 30. Once again, big thank you to Jeffe 2, the new music Beta Fish, selecting that song, brand new stuff from Miles Kennedy called In Stride. It's funny because I like Miles Kennedy when he just does Miles Kennedy stuff.
Right.
For whatever reason, his songs he does with Slash, I'm not as into.
Yeah, solo Kennedy I like, but yeah, the Slash and Kennedy stuff, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. Now, if I could go anywhere on the planet, one place I've always wanted to go is Australia.
Oh, without a doubt.
I just think that place sounds amazing. And
deadly.
Yeah, well, yeah, they've got all kinds of deadly animals, stupid deadly animals. So this story to me seems like the most Australian story ever. A pair of mates, as the story says, Jackson Perry and Noah Palmer, they were just hanging out at the beach. They were on a big inflatable air mattress rafting, big enough for both of them.
Not weird.
No, not weird at all.
Nope.
They had a cooler full of beer, and they just floated offshore. And then before they knew it, they were really far offshore. I mean, drifted out to sea far.
Yeah, they were apparently close to like a mile and a half, 2 miles out into the ocean. And they had a phone, and it was dying, and it wasn't getting great reception. They were able to call their friend. Their friend, his name, Texas Reeks. Quite possibly the best name ever. I think I may change my on-air name, which is just Marshall, to Texas Reeks. That's incredible.
Is that an alias? Or is that somebody, is that like somebody in Australia who's a big fan of just like America and pop culture? It's like, I'm naming my kid Texas.
I don't know. But anyway, so these guys are miles out on sea, drinking beers on an air mattress together. Not weird. They call their friend for help. He came out on a jet ski and rescued them. Now, do you think they all jumped on the jet ski, or he like tied a rope? Like, hold this rope, I'll drag you through the ocean.
I'm guessing that because they had beers still to drink, or at least in the cooler that they didn't want to lose. I mean, I think it'd be hard for 3 people on the jet ski and the cooler.
Right.
So, yeah, I think they're just holding on. They're just holding on to that raft, holding on to their beers.
Quick question for you. You're out there. You're not with those guys. You get to choose one other person to be with you on an air mattress, drinking beers with, possibly going to die in the middle of the ocean, like this is Castaway. Who is the person you take with you?
I can pick anybody?
You can pick anybody.
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith?
Yeah.
Skinny Kevin Smith or fat Kevin Smith?
Give me fat Kevin Smith. Pre-heart attack Kevin Smith. No, I mean...
Big difference.
No, big difference. He lost weight. No, I mean, it's like he's somebody that I've always just wanted to hang out with, you know? And if I got to go, I mean, you know what? I become famous after my death because I'm the guy that died with Kevin Smith off the shore of Australia.
I would choose Abraham Lincoln. I would tell him how he died, and then it would literally blow his and my mind because I got to tell him that.
Have you ever had to be rescued like that before, though? I mean, not even like that.
Like
but just
that?
rescued before.
No,
Yeah,
no, not
me either.
really.
I haven't done anything that dumb.
I'm too manly to get into a situation like that. Look at me. If you're watching the live stream, I'm wearing a flannel right now. I could chop down a tree or answer trivia questions. I'm just saying I'm pretty badass.
All right. Are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery is coming up. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show. 3 doors down. Here's Kryptonite.
Add this song to Danzig's Mother on Songs I Hate.
Fun
fact.
This song's okay.
3 Doors Down. Name one other 3 Doors Down song that you genuinely like.
You know what? The one they released off of the debut album or the album that's
The Better Life?
Yeah, I dig that song.
Yeah.
I like that one.
So our boss chimed in just before we went on air, and he said, well, Cotter, you wouldn't get the easy questions. If you wouldn't get the easy questions wrong, you would win more.
Wow.
And we have a meeting with him later on today, a lunch meeting. I can't wait.
That's harsh,
for
man. That's really
for
harsh.
Cotter to for Cotter to just absolutely glare at him the entire time. Gibby actually said facts. He actually backed our boss up there. So
I can't. I'm not even trying to defend myself. It was some of the poorest showing ever in trivia.
it was, yeah.
I mean, it was bad. It was super bad. I mean, when we started doing trivia on the work release program, it took us 2 months to lose.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a killer run.
We were on a roll, and I was the first one to lose, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that I've lost twice in 3 days, it's embarrassing. It's like the pitcher who had the mercy rule called on him. I'm humiliated.
I never saw that coming. I never saw that possibility of you going 1-2 in your first 3 trivia games. I never saw that coming to start the show.
And you even for yesterday's, you're like, oh, you may run the board. You may get 7 right. I didn't.
You definitely didn't, man. You definitely didn't. All right. Well, I'm set up for trivia. I know you are as well. So here, what is it?
We got about 6 minutes before we ask for the call. And so here's the deal. We're going to attempt to do this live. We've got the dump button. So we're going to get a caller going into the stop set. I'm going to have to fire up the dump button so it can catch up, just so we can get 8 seconds ahead.
Right.
And then we're going to try trivia. If you call in, don't cuss. Don't be that guy.
Try not to make us lose our jobs. All right, so I got a question for everyone. Answering the internet: marry, F, and kill Brad Pitt, Matthew McConaughey, and Channing Tatum.
Oh, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Killing Channing Tatum.
Wow.
I think I F Brad Pitt and I marry Matthew McConaughey.
Okay, that's interesting.
I just want to hear all right every day of my life.
All right, so once again, the question from Answer the Internet, our fun game from our friends at Barstool Sports, who actually at this point, with so many plugs, should give it to me for free. Marry, F, kill Brad Pitt, Matthew McConaughey, and Channing Tatum. You F Channing Tatum.
Really?
Yeah. You marry Brad Pitt because he's so cool and he's loaded. And he's got kids, so you don't have to have kids with him.
That's true.
You don't have to adopt more kids. He's got 7 kids.
He's got kids.
Plus, you get to meet Angelina Jolie. Bonus.
Are they on good terms? Do you get to meet her?
I don't care.
Okay.
I will find a way if I marry Brad Pitt to meet his ex-wife.
Fair enough.
And then I have to unfortunately kill Matthew McConaughey.
How do you do that, man?
He put out a biography. I know his entire life. You know, there's nothing else to tell. So he lived a nice life. Sorry, he has to die.
Fair enough.
So,
fair enough.
What would you guys do? Marry, F, kill Brad Pitt, Matthew McConaughey, Channing Tatum. Once again, marry, F, kill Brad Pitt, Matthew McConaughey, Channing Tatum. If you want to go ahead and drop what you would like to do with those 3 in the comments, we'll respond to them. Just a few minutes away from Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Brought to you by the Rotten Little Bastard Distillery in Beaufort on Boundary Street. They have all sorts. What do they have? They have whiskey.
They got vodka, moonshine, bourbon, and rum. And gin is coming mid-March.
What is the appropriate moonshine cocktail?
I don't know. I mean, I think
you can't drink it straight, right?
You know my story.
Well, yeah, I know your story where you almost died.
I almost died.
Yeah, drinking moonshine, but
we drank it straight. I mean, do you treat it like a vodka and is it like just
throw some orange juice in it?
Yeah, I mean, is it vodka enough? Like, I mean, I know it doesn't necessarily taste the same, but I mean, is it vodka enough? Like, you use it just with that type of mixers?
I don't know, man. I mean, I was on a little bit of a moonshine kick, but it was like the commercialized moonshine that they sold in those mason jars and they were like flavored and stuff. I was on a little bit of a kick for that for a second, but I think I just cut it with like Diet Coke or something. I don't know, man. I wouldn't mess with moonshine really nowadays, but I'm actually interested in Rotten Little Bastards moonshine. That sounds really cool. Obviously, I want to try their whiskey and of course gin. Man, my wife loves gin. I would actually, when it becomes available, I'm driving over just to buy a bottle of it.
Good call.
Yeah, Gibby says apple pie. I'm guessing
that stuff's good.
Yeah.
We had a street teamer, Brenton Rowan, who would kind of do his own moonshine.
Yeah.
The apple stuff was delicious.
He did like an apple cinnamon. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Wanda would marry Matthew McConaughey. She would F Channing Tatum, and then she would kill Brad Pitt.
That's a bold
It's Brad
decision.
Pitt, though. Damn, Wanda. Damn. I understand the idea of marrying Matthew McConaughey because he's so chill all the time, man. little West Texas boy. East. Austin's on the east. East Texas boy. No, I don't know. I think Chatham or Matthew McConaughey is maybe a little too full of himself. And that's why
Okay, I get that.
would
I get
would
that.
leave Matthew McConaughey to die.
You know, there's a chance of a naked bongo session, though.
Yeah. Brad Pitt, like, he just sits around and just, like, smokes weed and drinks beer. Well, he did
That
when.
sounds like Matthew McConaughey, too.
Yeah, I don't know. Greg says, I'd have to kill Channing Tatum. He's just annoying. He'd marry Matthew McConaughey. Everyone's marrying Matthew McConaughey.
they
You guys
are.
are monsters. At least I get a Lincoln out of it.
That's
Solid
a good point. That's a good point.
And he'd F Brad Pitt because no man should be that pretty. Solid point, Greg.
I did watch Dazed and Confused over the weekend.
Okay.
I hadn't seen it in years. I still love that movie.
Yeah. Days of Confused.
Such
It's
a good
timeless.
movie. Yeah.
A young Ben Affleck being the school bully.
Yep.
With the paddle. Brendan Breston, did I miss Jeffe, our Lord and Savior? Yes, you did. He already chose song to hear. I'll throw on Jeffe real quick just so you could take a peek at him. He's just hanging out at the top of the tank there, just chilling, being a fish. But he'll be on every single Thursday with us. And also Brendan Breston, who just chimed in. He's the guy that does all of our graphics for the show. So he's an amazing dude. If you need graphic work, hit up Brendan Breston. He doesn't do it for free. Pay the man. Don't be that guy. Gibby says he responds with Wanda on her choices. Wanda goes, that's why you just Channing Tatum. Yeah.
Yeah.
She put Chatham and sent him on his way.
Chatham.
Damn, Wanda's vicious.
Respect.
Yeah. She knows what she wants.
All right, guys. Got about 30. We'll be back. Good morning. Thanks for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show. You can check us out on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery, located in Beaufort on Boundary Street in the Beaufort Town Center. This week, yes, everybody has been smarter than a community college dropout, except for one.
Just one, yeah.
1 and 2.
All right, so here's the deal. You could take on either Cotter or myself because we are both community college dropouts. We got internships at radio stations, and then they hired us on full-time while we still went to school.
Suckers.
And then we've been working in radio ever since. Yes, complete and utter suckers. I don't know how the hell that happened. A 1 in a billion chance, really. And then we got a show together. Also a 1 in a billion chance. So you can take on either of us right now, and then on the line, we'll hook you up with some cool stuff.
Now, like I said, I'm torn because I want people to pick me because I want to redeem myself.
Right.
But I don't want people to pick me because I don't want to dig myself further into a hole of loss and misery.
Right. Well, I mean, you've gone 3 straight days. I'm willing and able. I'm ready to take someone on and Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia. Trust me, I am ready for this opportunity. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Once again, the phone number, you have to call in if you want to play, 1-800-394-1061. We'll take the first caller to take on one of us.
If you like to play, call now. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? It's Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061. All right, so we'll see if we'll get a call. Once we get the call, we'll kind of put them on hold, and then
There's the call.
There it is. Rock 1061, who's this?
This is Greg.
Greg, you want to play some trivia?
Yeah, I'm going to try it. See
Okay.
If, my headphones don't kick in too much.
Okay. All right, we do have a few minutes. So what we're gonna do is, if you don't mind just hanging out, because we're gonna have you go live. Try not to cuss. We'll have a dump button if a mistake happens. So we're going to sit through these commercials, and then we'll come out and we'll play the game if that's cool.
Okay, that might actually work better for me.
Okay, perfect. All right, so just You should be able to hear us. We won't be able to hear you for a little bit as we get through this, but just hang tight and we'll be right back to you. Okay?
Actually, Greg, before you jump off, who would you like to take on in Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Trivia.
I guess I'll try Marshall.
Oh,
Perfect.
I like it. I
Perfect.
like it.
Because it should be his turn, and I can have an excuse for losing to him.
Perfect.
All right, man. Hold tight. We'll be right back to you. When we come back, we'll most likely be on the air, okay?
All right, thanks.
Thanks.
All right, this is exciting. I don't have to do trivia questions.
Run out of program. All right, so I'm going to have to. All right, so I'm going to turn that back on.
These are soundproof headphones. I can't hear anything. Brendan, we're also happy you're here. Gibby says, why does the sensor tone sound like a squeak you or something? Squeak toy. Why does the sensor tone sound like a squeak toy or something?
Which sensor tone?
We don't know what you're talking about, Gibby. Sorry. Usually, like when we pre-record stuff, when we usually when we like pre-record stuff, if someone does cuss, we'll use like the very obvious like that. But I don't know what you mean by squeak tone. Sorry. How much time we got?
It depends. If we can get this fired up and be at full 8 seconds before the stop set's done, we'll come right out of the stop set.
Okay.
If not, we'll wait a song.
How long?
There's
What's the dump button at right now?
almost 5 seconds.
Okay.
I mean, in theory, we should be okay.
Yeah, we got like another 2 minutes. So it should be about 2 minutes before we jump on. We'll do this live on the air. The first time we're trying it out this week once again. First week of the show, new studio. We're trying new things. And if it turns out horribly, we will go back to the way we used to do it. Once again, Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. So Greg, while we wait for the commercials to end, chose to take on me. Thank you. So I'll be wearing these soundproof headphones while Cotter asks him questions first. And then I will go, and then we'll figure out who's going to take home the crown. Hopefully me.
I'm all about Greg winning this,
Be
man.
embarrassing if I lost the first round.
All about Greg winning this. Greg, I hope that you can hear me. We're about a minute and a half out, 90 seconds. Yep, we're good.
Make sure to kill my mic. Make sure to kill my mic when we jump on and turn it back on.
All right, Greg, hopefully you can still hear us. We got about 30 seconds. All right, we're going to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. All right, Greg, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Greg is taking on Marshall.
Yeah.
So Marshall is going to don the headphones that blocks out all audio so he can't hear. And then, Greg, I'm going to ask you 7 questions in 60 seconds. If you need to pass, feel free to do so at any time. And then once we're done here, we'll have Marshall go and see how he does. Are you ready?
No, but let's do it.
Your time will start as soon as I finish reading the first question. Here we go. Question number 1, dead or alive, Great Balls of Fire singer Jerry Lee Lewis?
Dead.
Incorrect. What company just had a one-shot vaccine greenlit by the FDA?
Johnson & Johnson.
That is correct. What actor played the role of Chubbs Peterson, Adam Sandler's coach and mentor in the movie Happy Gilmore?
Oh, what's that, Carl Weathers?
That is correct. True or false, an Australian sheep was recently rescued from the wild with a coat of wool that weighed over 75 pounds.
True.
That is correct. Which superhero debuted first, Batman or Captain America?
I will guess Captain America.
That is incorrect. In the world of business, what does CMO stand for?
Oh, let's see. Let's come back to that.
And we're at time. All right, man. We ran out of time, but you did get 3 out of the 7 correct. Marshall, go ahead and take. You can take this off. All right. So Greg's still here. He got 3 out of 7.
Oh, right on. Good job, Greg.
All right. So Greg, we're going to have you hang out with us right here. You're going to be able to hear how Marshall does. We'll come right back to you. So you hang out, okay?
Okay. I think you should go ahead and dump his mic.
I agree 100%.
Come on, man.
All right, Greg, we'll be right back. All right, Marshall, you know the drill. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question number 1.
Okay.
Dead or alive, Great Balls of Fire singer Jerry Lee Lewis?
Oh, man. I hate you for these stupid questions. Dead.
Incorrect. What company just had a one-shot vaccine greenlit by the FDA?
Johnson & Johnson.
That is correct. What actor played the role of Chubbs Peterson, Adam Sandler's coach and mentor in the movie Happy Gilmore?
I believe it's the dude from The Mandalorian, Carl Lewis?
Incorrect. True or false, an Australian sheep was recently rescued from the wild with a coat of wool that weighed over 75 pounds.
True, I watched the video.
Yeah, I did too. I cried. Which superhero debuted first, Batman or Captain America?
I mean, I believe it's Batman.
That is correct. In the world of business, what does CMO stand for?
Chief Money Officer.
Incorrect. Name one of the 2 current Major League Baseball teams that used to play in New York. So they're still around, but they used to play in New York.
Los Angeles Dodgers.
That is correct. And you did it with just 2 seconds to spare. So that is 4 out of 7.
Oh, all right.
1, 2, 3, 4. So Greg, he got you by 1, but he got you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for playing, man. Appreciate it. All right, so we're going to play again tomorrow. I told you, man. I told you they're going to pick you.
Great.
You were going to win.
I can hold this over your head for such a long time.
And you will. Trust me. I know this.
Definitely will.
You will. All right, let's go over the correct answers. Dead or alive, Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Balls of Fire. He is alive. Born in 1935.
Boy.
Johnson & Johnson just got the go-ahead on their one-shot vaccine for COVID. Carl Weathers. Not Lewis. He is the track athlete.
He's the track athlete. Yeah. Okay.
Carl Weathers played Chubbs Peterson.
Okay.
Yes, it is true. A sheep was found with 75 pounds.
You cried at that? What's cryable about that?
It was he couldn't see. He was weighted down. He couldn't eat.
Right.
It was a rough life. He was saved afterwards.
Same story as our friend Jake Thompson.
Which superhero debuted first, Batman or Captain America? Batman in 1939, Captain America in 1941.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
CMO stands for Chief Marketing Officer, and the 2 current Major League Baseball teams that used to be in New York, the Giants and the Dodgers.
Yeah, okay. It was Brooklyn for the Dodgers. What was the Giants?
I think it was just New York Giants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Brooklyn for the Dodgers. So there you go. Greg, thank you for calling in and playing. Another chance for you to play tomorrow. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Powered by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Cool. All right, guys. Taking that first dub for the Cotter and Marshall Show feels real, real good. 4 days. You and now I can't hear myself.
I know you can't. Sorry, new thing.
Are you okay with buttons today?
This was brand new.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Sorry.
Oh, so are you?
We're good now.
I still can't hear myself.
I know. You won't for you. We're on the stream. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
But just trust me, we're good for a bit.
Okay. Anyway, it feels real good to take that first step. Real good. I have to update our drive file so I can make sure it's put down in the history books. All right, so that's the end of the 8 o'clock hour. One last hour for the show today. We're going to get to a weird story about Terry Bradshaw, kind of like knowing the future about Tom Brady. This is a weird story. And then we'll wrap up the day with Marshall's music news. And, of course, we will plead for you guys to vote for us, our station, our show, for the Connect Savannah Awards. If you haven't, please, you can vote every single day. We are definitely needy and need immediate acknowledgement of our greatness. So that would be fantastic if you could do that. Also, if you missed the show yesterday, Andrew Roberts, old man Cotter can't figure out new technology.
No, it was something we hadn't used yet, so that's all that was.
Greg goes, but I swear I remember Jerry Lee Lewis dying. Me too, man. I thought he was dead as well. But good for him for being alive. Oh, yesterday we have the clip of Chicks on Dudes, our very first guest in studio. Max, she came in and did a fun segment with us called Chicks on Dudes. I have that specific clip set to go up at 11 o'clock today on our Facebook page. You can actually watch it right now on our YouTube channel, but if you want to wait and comment away on our Facebook or just go to our YouTube, feel free to do so. But Chicks on Dudes, the first ever in-studio guest. That segment will go up later today on Facebook. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday, man. We're one day away to the weekend. I'm really looking forward to the weekend. Obviously, you got a big UFC fight this coming Saturday with a bunch of belts on the line. Saturday, I'm actually catching up with a bunch of friends to have a couple drinks, which I haven't seen in quite some time. And then Sunday, I'm not a big pro wrestling guy. I never have been. Like back in the day, I used to watch WWE, and I love Stone Cold. The Attitude Era was my business. And then I fell out of love with wrestling. I didn't watch for like almost 20 years. And then AEW came along last year, and once again, I'm not a huge wrestling guy, but my friends are. Cotter and Jake, they are big time WWE guys. They've gone to like multiple WrestleManias together. And I just chose AEW to piss them off. So I'm actually going to watch AEW this coming Sunday, and I invited those guys over to watch it with me as well. So I've got an action-packed weekend. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys have a great weekend on tap for yourselves as well. Hope you guys should watch UFC and AEW just so we could talk about it when we get back in studio on Monday. There it is. Looking for the score sheet so I can put down my score. That's weird. All right. 3-4, 2021. All right. Once again, 9 o'clock hour, we'll talk a weird story about Terry Bradshaw and Tom Brady, Connect Savannah Awards, and we'll wrap up the show, as always, with Marshall's music news. Oh, my gosh, Gibby, yeah. Yeah, mail's been going crazy slow lately. I actually had a delivery from Orlando that was supposed to be overnighted, and it didn't come until like 3 days later. So, 1 day shipping, really great stuff. And look at this. Our friend Smith Matthews from Southbound just hit me up. And there we go. Cool. He's confirmed for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have an action-packed show. Excited to have Smith Matthews of Hopatomica and Southbound Brewing Company. He's going to be stopping in for beer for breakfast. That'll be at 9 p.m. tomorrow. Really looking forward to that. I'm delaying so I can tell you guys what else we have. Let's see. Tomorrow we'll do, of course, About Last Night in the 6 o'clock hour, breaking down 3 of the biggest stories from the day before. We'll do our call-in at 7 o'clock. We have Fire Away Friday, your chance to actually choose music that we play here on the radio station. That'll happen in the 7 o'clock hour. We'll give you guys new details on Big Money Monday. So we bought a bingo machine, and we're going to give away $50 cash every single Monday here on Rock 106.1 and the Cotter and Marshall Show. So we're very excited about that. We'll have Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? That'll happen at 8:30, as you guys know. And then Beer for Breakfast at 9 a.m. tomorrow with our very first beer guest, which will be Smith Matthews of Hopatomica and Southbound fame. So we're really excited about that as well. And then, of course, next week, Beer for Breakfast, we have the lead singer of Adelita's Way, Rick DeJesus, will be coming in studio to drink beer with us. Oh, the snow in the middle of the country delayed it like crazy. Yeah, without a doubt, man. All right. I don't have to write trivia questions for a couple days. That's nice. Let's go ahead and ask a question. That's a wild one. All right, guys, answering the internet once again. Would you rather wear cargo shorts every day or no socks ever again? Oh, man. Cargo shorts is a tough look. Once again, would you rather wear cargo shorts every day or no socks ever again? I love a good pair of socks, man. I can't do cargo shorts. I would rather wear no socks. Yeah, right? I'd rather wear no socks ever again, especially living, in Savannah. I'm mostly fine with that. So once again, answer the internet, guys. Drop your answers in the chat. Max Timbo says no socks. I agree there. Would you rather wear cargo shorts every day or no socks ever again? I'll say no socks. I don't wear socks while sleeping. That's like a rule of mine. I can't wear socks while sleeping. It's just a weird thing. If you wear socks while sleeping, I don't want to be your friend. You're a weirdo. All right, guys, we got a few minutes before we hit the break. How about this? We'll be right back. I have a screen for when we'll be right back. Watch this. And we're back. So, Cotter, I asked the question, would you rather wear cargo shorts for the rest of your life? Or, sorry, hold on, I said that wrong. Would you rather wear cargo shorts every day or no socks ever again?
Oh, man. I'd probably go no socks ever again.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel you wear cargo shorts, don't you?
I did. I still own them, but I have abandoned wearing them.
Yeah, most people have.
So it was a thing. I definitely
realize that no one needs to carry that much stuff.
I definitely do. I think I still own a couple pair. I bust them out for like yard work.
Yeah.
Because I could put a beer in my pocket.
Gibby says, if I worked in media, no socks, no problem. Except if you have stinky feet.
That is just, we just invest highly in like Gold Bond. It'll be fun.
Right. Like I got to buy stock in Gold Bond?
I think, well, you're going to buy so much of it, you might as well. Good job. Greg, unfortunately, didn't have time to get to the last two questions.
Okay.
So
that's not my problem.
No,
that's not my problem.
I'm not judging. So I can get rid of that one now. So there we go.
Yeah, I put the winner information in for yesterday, but for some reason our Google Drive did not save it, so I got to go back.
It's rough.
Oh, you lost, trust me.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, well, I wrote down his information.
Old man memory. I don't remember.
If you're not wearing socks every day, your feet will stop stinking. if you're not wearing socks every day, your feet will stop. There you go.
Really?
I don't know if that's true or not. Our
I'll buy it.
engineer said that. You're not a doctor. Get the hell out of here. How much time do we have?
We've got 4.5 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna run and grab that information so I can update this.
You don't have to. I think you're okay to stay. Oh man, yeah. So as soon as Greg picked Marshall, I knew Marshall was going to win. Why? Because I lost twice this week, and it's just something else for him to hold over my head. So I knew that was going to be a thing. So here's what I need. If anybody is like a college basketball expert, hit me up and send me an email because I'm going to need help filling out my bracket. I don't want to lose to him again. Oh, is that the Xbox? So our boss just walked in. This is the Xbox we're giving away for the Cotter Marshall Madness. Let's see this. Sorry, I'm just wreaking havoc. There we go right there. Look at that. There we go. I love it. Got a little Madden action. Got the controller. Look at that. Awesome. Thank you, man. All right, so there you go. The prize is in a house. That's what we're giving away for the Cotter Marshall Madness. So, yeah, get your ass signed up now at rock1061.com. Selection Sunday is like 10 days away. So after that, you'll be able to make your picks. You can pick up the 3 brackets, so increase your odds of winning a little bit. Go crazy on one. Pick a conservative one. Do whatever you need. Yeah. There you go, man. Yeah. Pretty excited about that.
Well, that's the next level edition. Woo! Check it out. Yeah. Xbox Series X. Gibby says I might have to do some research to sign up. Signing up super easy. You can actually do it right now just by going to rock1061.com. But yeah, the person that does the best in our tournament will win this and an extra controller and a game. That's the next level edition of Madden. That's the fancy edition.
What does that mean?
It comes with the who's nits and what's nits.
Next level energy.
Show off the carbon black controller. So you get like the base system. It comes with like a controller. It's a terabyte. And then you get the controller and Madden. So
yep.
You're not a very good Vanna White.
No, I'm not. Good stuff, though, man. Good stuff.
Oh, there we go. All right, guys. Last hour of the show. Here we are. Once again, thanks for anyone who's hanging around, whether it be from the beginning of the show or just popping in and out. We appreciate it. Do I give him my resume? Oh, well. Oh, Aaron? Maybe. Maybe he'll just buy you an Xbox. All right, Smith messaged me, so we're good to go for tomorrow.
I like it.
Big show tomorrow. Cool, and cool. How much time we got?
A minute and a half.
Minute and a half. Wonderful. And we're getting into the Connect Savannah Awards right here. Don't worry, I found the information. Jeff beat you yesterday with a final score of 4-3.
Sure, I don't remember. I don't like living in the past.
Jeff with a G, in case you're wondering.
Okay.
But awesome, man. Yeah. So you are 1-2. I'm officially 1-0. I feel great about. Are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia? That's a good thing, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks. Appreciate it.
You don't seem to be taking it well.
And the fact that you won your first one is just an extra kick to the balls. Is really all it is. Mm-hmm. I'm more upset at my performance, and on day 1 and 3. All right, guys, we got about 20 seconds. It is the last hour of the show. If you haven't streamed already, do so now. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We're going to get to Connect Savannah, but I do want to say, in our possession right now is an Xbox Series X.
Yeah, this thing is awesome. So this is going to be the grand prize that we give away to someone who does the best at our bracket challenge for when, the big old tournament begins here in a few weeks.
We've got Madden 21 includes next level content.
Ooh, we got comes with an additional carbon black controller. And then, of course, you get the Xbox Series X, the base model, obviously, the big cube or rectangle or whatever you call it, and the controller.
So sign up for Cotter and Marshall Madness now at rock1061.com. Also, while you're on the internet, hitting rock1061.com up, you might as well head over to connectsavannah.com.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because you can now vote for the Best of Connect Savannah Awards.
And there's so much to choose from. There's great restaurants and there's other things, but there's a couple key ones we want you guys to just keep an eye out and maybe think of us when you're, kind of voting. One is Best Morning Show.
Yeah.
Which I think obviously should be us.
4 days in.
4 days in. 4 days on the air. Are you not entertained?
Hell,
you should be.
We're begging for votes on day one. So
best radio station overall, Rock
that.
1061.
That.
Yeah, I mean, that's one. And then obviously best on-air personality. It's me.
That's
without
fine.
a doubt, it's me.
Well, no, I mean, eventually they like to give people awards just because you stuck around long enough.
Right.
I mean, I think you're to that point, so that's fine.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
So I mean, you can vote for you. You can vote.
Well,
for...
I don't think anyone in the right mind could give an award like that, so prestigious, to a man in a vest. So.
I've won it 6 times, so yes,
right.
they can.
Well, you just started wearing vests, so
that's
maybe
true.
You've essentially disqualified yourself. We actually, on our chat right now, someone says, "Good morning, boys. Looking like a professor, Cotter."
That's okay. That's okay. I like to look smarter than I am. So you can vote in the best on-air personality. I mean, I want a clean sweep of Rock 1061.
It would be great.
So I mean, vote for Billy. Billy's never won it. Vote for Crash. He's new.
Or me.
Or you can do that.
That would be nice. Marshall with 2 L's.
Now I will say your wife is campaigning hard for all of this.
Well, of course, she's a fan of mine.
So
she should be.
I
buy a lot of stuff for her.
If we win anything, do we kind of have to share it with her?
No, without a doubt. I will thank Jeffe, the New Music Beta Fish.
That's true.
I will thank Aaron Wilborn, our boss.
Yes.
And I will thank our Lord and Savior, 8-pound, 3-ounce baby Jesus, which is my preferred Jesus.
So you got until what? End of March, April to vote?
Something like that. You know what? Pretend like you have no time at all and you have to do it right now. But make sure, clean sweep, morning show, personality, and station, all Rock 1061 related.
So you can vote right now at connectsavannah.com. Cotter and Marshall Show. This is the latest from the Foo Fighters, Waiting on a War,
Heck
Rock
yeah.
1061.
All right, guys. But pretty pleased with Sugar on Top. Make sure that you're voting for us. And yes, Gemma, good morning. Yes, Cotter does look like a professor. What do you think your expertise would lay in if you were an actual professor?
So I, at one point in time, did consider teaching when I was younger. And then even there was a stint in when I was doing radio that I actually went back to school for about a half a semester. And so I guess I'm twice over a community college dropout.
Sick brag, bro.
I know, right? History is what I've always thought that I would teach.
You got a history vibe to you.
Yeah, it would have been history.
I mean, yeah,
not math, obviously.
You think of history.
You think of old.
You look at
think
you.
Of me.
Yeah, I mean, it all makes sense. It's life is a circle, as they say. Gibby says, Cotter, remember, it's about the long game. He can have a bad week, never know. Without a doubt, I am going to lose. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? But right now, I'm 1-0, and I'm living in the moment.
And
I'm living in the moment right now.
As you should.
Wanda, y'all have a great day. Enjoyed listening on my walk to the hospital.
Wanda.
Awesome show as always. You're the best. We love you. We love you, Wanda. Hope you can, get out of Philly at some point. All right. And then anyone who may be watching, we are doing a lunch with our boss. We promised that we would ask him one question from you guys. We've got a couple good ones. Right now, my favorite is I'm going to ask him what's his favorite starter Pokemon.
Okay, he's got kids. Do you think he knows?
He probably knows.
Can he rail off?
He's a bit of a video game guy.
Yeah, okay.
He doesn't talk about it because he doesn't like to show off that part of him, but he likes video games. He's into them.
Okay.
Tim goes, not a chance. Like, not a chance you go to lunch with him, or Not a chance you want to ask him a question. $5 says he says Pikachu. All right, once again, if you do have a question, we will ask one fan question to our boss at lunch today, and we will report what he said tomorrow morning in the 6 o'clock hour. All right, wrapping up the show today, weird story with Terry Bradshaw being Tom Brady. Also, we'll do some Marshall's music news. We'll talk about a fun story with Eddie Vedder, New York venues finally opening, and then we'll wrap it up with Godsmack working on some new music and possibly an acoustic album. So pretty cool stuff. And as always, if you haven't already, make sure to go to our YouTube page, subscribe to our YouTube page. Our content will always hit there first. That is the platform we primarily use, and everything else kind of gets distributed. So when it comes to our video content, so you can go there right now and actually watch all of our past shows, and also we cut out certain pieces from every show that we really enjoy, and we put it up there first. So Chicks on Dudes is a bit you can watch there right now. Well, we got some time, right?
We got 30 seconds.
Okay, we don't got time.
Good morning. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, subscribe. What's the other one?
Follow.
Yeah. They all need to you just subscribe to all of them.
Right.
Why do they all have to have something different?
They got to be unique.
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right. So an alias. It's kind of have a long history in the world of sports. Different athletes have used different aliases. Red Glare, Mason Saunders, Ron Mexico.
Ron Mexico is my favorite without a doubt.
Far. Yeah. It's the best one.
If I ever go on another radio station, I may take the moniker of Ron Mexico or Texas Reeks. Those are my two favorites.
Texas Reeks. That's the way to go,
They're great.
man.
They're great.
So 38 years ago yesterday, it was like the anniversary of this, so the story came out. Terry Bradshaw, Steelers quarterback, checked into the hospital. At the time, they said it was for minor elbow surgery, but then he was out for like 5 months afterwards. Now, he didn't use the name Terry Bradshaw because obviously he didn't want people to know he was there. But the alias he used, I don't know, man. What are the chances?
He used Thomas Brady. Tom Brady.
That's crazy.
It was in Shreveport. Voodoo is very prevalent in Shreveport while he was getting his surgery. Did they use voodoo on Terry Bradshaw, who is an incredible quarterback, won multiple championships, suck out his football powers, and then ship them to a tiny baby in Michigan named, wait for it, Thomas Brady?
I think this makes the most sense of anything you have ever said.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't believe in most things, but I believe in voodoo magic, and I believe this is the reason why Tom Brady is the GOAT.
So if you had to use an alias, you're just going to go with Texas Reeks now?
Texas, it's so good.
It is so good.
It's so good. It's hard to, I can't think of another one off the top of my head where that beats Texas Reeks. Really, what would you go by?
Well, I've got one, and so when I came here 12 years ago, instead of using Cotter as my name on the air, I almost went with this other thing, but the only reason I didn't was because there was so much different. I'm like, I need something, just similar than I'm used to. So, you know this name, Denver Todd Stickrod.
Oh God.
So
yeah, you actually did everyone a service.
No, I would have shortened
the Denver and Marshall show.
I would have shortened it to DTS. But the story behind this is my wife was a teacher while she was getting her master's at college, and one of her students' names was Denver Todd Stickrod, and he hated his name. But I'm like, this is the best name ever. I'm like, I will use this name somewhere in my life. So when I got into independent wrestling, they're like, "What do you want your name to be?" I'm like,
Denver
"Oh
Todd.
hell yeah,
Stickrod.
Denver Todd Stickrod." I would wish I could still use that name today.
I do have a shine to Ricky Bobby. I always
Okay.
loved the name Ricky Bobby. But
I get
that only works in like certain things. Like in the South here, I guess I could have been Ricky Bobby.
You
in a
could
lo-
have been.
Yeah. Like I may jump on Rewind 1079 today, right after the Two Guys Named Chris show. I may just be Ricky Bobby.
I like it.
Why not?
All right, Marshall's Music News is coming up. This is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Let's see. Andrew says, speaking of Zoom calls yesterday and Zoom fails, I was on a WebEx video call at work and I forgot to mute, so they got to enjoy the Cotter and Marshall show.
Yeah, they did.
They said, Andy, are you listening? Technically, yes, just not to the Zoom call. He goes, I said, yes, I am to Cotter and Marshall. Yeah. Well, thanks for listening, man. We appreciate that.
I like that. So the first story is the Eddie Vedder story.
Sure, you want to rock with that?
Yep, we're going to go into Elderly Woman. Haven't heard that song in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
All right. Better. It's a fun little, little story there.
No, it's fun.
So we're doing Vedder, New York, Godsmack, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to throw this away then.
Yeah. If that's cool with you.
All right, what's this question say? Cotter, would you rather your pet have a dog's personality in a cat's body or a cat's personality in a dog body?
Oh man, I would take the personality of a dog over the personality of a cat. Give me a cat.
1,000%.
Give me a cat with the personality of a dog.
Cats suck, dude. I mean, yes, great pets and animals. I've never met a cat with an outstanding personality, but 9 out of 10 dogs have great personalities.
Yeah, no. So we've got the 3 cats at home. Sir Lucas Mustachio.
I feel like that cat should be married to Denver Todd Stickrod.
That cat hates the dog, Mr. Blonde. I mean, so we have the upstairs and downstairs blocked off because they don't get along. So if Mr. Blonde goes upstairs and sits on the landing by the gate, Sir Lucas will just sit there and swat at him full on with claws. I mean, he's got scratches across his nose. They don't get along.
Gibby says cat with a dog personality. Yeah, I think we all
Agreed.
we all agree with that. Let's follow that up with this one too. We got a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather pick 3 championships for your teams to win, but you have to live with your worst enemy for 10 years, or never see a championship?
I already got one, so just never see another one.
No, I'll live with my worst enemy for 10 years. Yeah, I can ignore him.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I'm just saying. So here's in line of what championships I want. Chicago Bears Super Bowl.
I
do.
that.
I want another Cubs World
you
Series. Just that one seems not enough. I want another
Greedy
Cubbies.
now.
And now the third one. Ooh, it's tough because the Bulls had that run of 6. The Blackhawks had that run of 3 in the early 10s. You know what? Secondary NHL team. Give me a championship for the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Give me hockey, baby.
I'll go local. Just give me a championship first season out for the new Savannah Pro Hockey team.
Okay, you pandering son of a bitch.
But how cool?
You pandering son of a bitch.
How cool would
they
that
don't have
be?
a name yet.
Savannah. Well, neither does the Washington football team, and they're
they do. It's the football team.
So, but I mean, how cool would it be? First season out,
yeah.
They win the whole thing,
and they raise my ticket prices. Damn it. Okay, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Totally worth it.
All right. How long has it been since the Braves won a championship? Early 90s, right?
That's a good question.
Yeah. I would love to see the Braves win a championship. I already know the Falcons can't. They have a voodoo curse on them. That's just a thing.
All right, we got somebody calling.
Yeah, let's take a call.
Rock 106.1, hello? Hello? Oh. Too late.
We really do need a flasher in here. Did you talk to Tim about that?
I sent a text last night about it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we do. Atlanta Braves.
93.
95?
95.
95.
Okay, close enough.
I remember that. I mean, it being in high school for that whole run where that team was just so damn good, and then
the pitching just outstanding,
and just couldn't get it done. And then the one, because I mean they were good for like a decade, so good, and they just couldn't win, and finally got that one in 95.
Glavine, Smoltz, Maddox, dude. I just remember being so envious of them because Maddox used to be on the Cubs, and I
Yeah.
was like, what are we doing?
So I heard, and I don't, whether this is true or not, that Maddox was such just a good pitcher and student of the game. He could sit in the dugout and he could predict.
Exactly. So they talked about that on Pardon My Take. It's a podcast to listen to, and they actually had him on within the last couple of months.
Yeah.
And he talked about that, how he could and couldn't, but yeah, I mean, he's an incredibly smart guy.
Yeah.
Now he's just living the retired baseball life. He's just essentially golfing every day.
Do it, man.
Yeah. Gibby says the caller was trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Without a doubt, I get 2 a day.
Dude, I still get so many.
Even with the scam protection, I still get them coming through with at least voicemails. If it's a likely a scam call, I don't likely need the voicemail.
Right.
Don't let it go through.
Right. No, I get that.
Speaking of calls, I don't know if you could change it now. The call through for AT&T.
The call through for AT&T.
You were going to change the number of rings people get.
Oh yeah, I'll have to see if I can do it on the back end.
Oh, okay.
So I'll do that. Do that. There's so many emails today. New Atreyu.
Yeah, I saw they were releasing a new song. Nathan says.
A warrior.
Nathan says Georgia Pro teams are all cursed. Be favorites to win it all and look amazing till it's time, then they fall apart.
True,
yes,
man.
Dude, I'm telling you, I had a Patriots fan at my house for that Super Bowl, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, just to even see him getting riled up even after in third quarter, I'm like, dude, it is over. Get over it. And it was terrible to watch in real time. And I'm not even a Falcons fan. I'm born and raised in Illinois. I'm a Bears fan, so obviously I know your pain for being terrible at the sport that we all love. But yeah, I'm sorry. Cotter, got a question for you. Would you rather have a chef, a masseuse, or a chauffeur for the rest of your life?
Oh, God dang. I mean, my initial reaction would be chauffeur because that would be awesome not to have to drive anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'd go chef.
I'm going to go masseuse.
Yeah, I mean, none of those. You can't hate on any of those.
I'm gonna go masseuse on this one.
Can't hate on any of those.
I make some damn delicious food.
Aaron, our boss is back in studio. No, that's fine. We're just chatting it up with the people online.
All right, so he'll be off camera, but boss, Aaron, would you rather have a chef, a masseuse, or a chauffeur for the rest of your life? Chef. He chooses chef. I'm gonna go masseuse. I'm gonna go masseuse, man. I make some bomb ass food.
Get an Uber anywhere.
That's true.
That's fine.
Yeah,
But
Ubers
the
are
chef
easy.
Part, I mean, trying to figure out what you're gonna eat every day and chef's plan, like it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Does the masseuse come with a happy ending?
Look, that's disgusting that you'd even say
It's a
that.
valid question.
But yes. But yes, of course it does.
Okay,
Are you insane?
Yeah, no, masseuse.
Are you insane?
Very valid question.
All right.
We got about 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Perfect. We're going into Eddie Vedder.
we questioned whether you opened it already
That
and
was-
tried it out.
That was the first thing Cotter said today. He's like, do you think Aaron's going to open this up in his house?
Playing a
My
little
son-
Madden?
My son was like, I cannot believe that you have this in our house and I can't touch it. If you touch it, you die.
You can look at it.
Gibby says, does the chef also do the dishes? Yeah. I think if you can each tack on one little thing, masseuse get a happy ending. The chef, also does the dishes.
I think that's fair.
But doesn't hand wash. I mean, just dishwasher. You got to empty the dishwasher. You can't have it all.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll install the pull down spray nozzle that the industrial one.
Industrial washer.
I mean, if I'm gonna have somebody cook
All
my
right.
food,
All right. I don't believe that you can install.
No.
a
I would
kitchen faucet.
have it installed.
Okay.
And screw you, I've installed a kitchen faucet before.
What year?
Just
What
here
decade?
This house. The house I'm in.
Oh, okay.
We moved in and
I
had to
really
get a new
didn't
one.
think you could do that.
I didn't either.
You're not exactly.
You're
not what I call handy.
No, I mean
Right.
I've installed multiple toilets.
Sick brag.
I
All right.
know,
Cool.
so,
Cool. Multiple. Two.
Two. I installed two properly, one not so properly.
I just want to know what you did to destroy 2 toilets. Or more.
Just needed to be updated.
Yeah.
2 different houses.
You did too many hot challenges.
That's
Literally, they literally blew up.
years later. All right, guys, we got about 30 talking Pearl Jam. Get the live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch right now. Got a little Marshall's music news.
So I'm pretty sure everyone's aware that Pearl Jam's Eddie Vedder is a big-time Chicago Cubs fan. If you watched the World Series back in 2016, you saw a lot of shots of him in the crowd. But in a recent podcast, he actually talked about how after they won the championship, him and Theo Epstein, the general manager of the time, actually broke into Wrigley Field because Theo didn't have his keys on him. They like apparently hopped a fence or found some door to go in, and they went in and did batting practice, kind of underneath where the bleachers are, and then they just went out and laid on the field because apparently they got into a high-end collection of John Lester, who was a pitcher with the Cubs at the time's whiskey. So they were celebrating after the championship. Apparently they were drinking like the best whiskey. It's 3:30 in the morning, and Eddie Vedder looks at Theo and going, "I'm not ready to end the night." And they're like, "Batting practice." So Eddie Vedder, Theo Epstein, completely wasted doing some batting practice, and then like looking up at the stars. They are a beautiful couple.
That may be the best story ever. I mean, that is. I mean, I want to be able to tell that story in my life.
That's an envious story where you're like, actually, I wish I was there,
right?
Especially as a Cubs fan. Like, I think anyone who likes baseball at all could like relate to that and going, you know what? That is a cool story. I wish I could have been there for that one. But as a Cubs fan, extra jealous when it comes to that.
All right, we got more of Marshall's music news coming up. Here's Pearl Jam. It's Elderly Woman. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Recognize your face. All right, guys, thanks for hanging around. Seriously, that story, man.
I want
a great
that story in my life.
Yeah, that is an outstanding story. There was a third guy that was actually there with him.
Yeah, he doesn't matter.
Eddie goes, I think it was a guy named Scott Harris, and that's why it doesn't matter. But they said they just essentially got whiskey wasted. 3:30 in the morning. They find a way in, and they do some batting practice, and they just lay out in center field. And they said, actually, one thing I didn't add was when they were laying out in center field, they could still hear people partying around, like hooting and hollering for the Cubs winning the championship, like up on the rooftops and everything. So what an experience that must have been.
That's amazing. That really is amazing.
All right, so that's the first story of Marshall's music news. We're going to jump into a story from New York. They are actually going to be opening up some venues. So the stuff we already have kind of going for us here in Georgia. Nathan goes, sounds like a rom-com ending. It actually does. It does. And I'm totally there for
and
that.
They're happy, and they lived happily ever after.
But those people must play themselves in that film.
Oh, God,
Nathan says the Braves had it last year and gave up 11 runs in one inning, then imploded. Trust me, I've never seen anyone more disappointed in a sports playoff than that game, than our close personal friend, the big guy, Frank Slakowski from WJCL. Essentially, he melted down on Twitter.
There was concern about the big guy after that happened.
We had him on the next day, and like literally, it was like a parent died for him, and he came on the next day, and he essentially cried on the radio.
Yeah, it was. I felt for him drastically. It was kind of like the Bartman incident as a Cubs fan. When they messed that one up.
Don't even bring that up. How much time we got?
We still have like 4 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna grab some chapstick.
Okay. All right, guys, half an hour left in the show. Thank you, as always. This has been a really fun week, and I appreciate everybody who's watching the stream and listening. The stream thing, I mean, this is brand new to us. We never did this before. It's been a blast. It has added so much enjoyment, at least for me, for this show, so I appreciate it. You guys are willing to hang out like this and just watch and chat back and forth, so thank you very much. I mean that. This has been a blast. I hope it continues to be a blast, so thank you. I got the email recently about some new Atreyu. Also got a new song from Bad Flower called F the World. I like that. That's funny. Let's see, anything else? So we're supposed to be getting new Evanescence. If we get that, we'll play that tomorrow. Maybe play one of these other songs tomorrow if we got some new stuff. Line it up for Jeffe for next week.
Sorry, my lips were chapped, everyone. You know, I was thinking about it just a moment ago. I actually walked into my office because I thought I had a tube of chapstick in there. The great thing about being in radio is we always get swag items with our logos on them, and I always make sure I get chapstick, mostly for my own personal use. I don't think I've ever finished a tube of chapstick.
Oh gosh, no! It gets lost and misplaced.
If you've ever finished a tube of chapstick, you're insane. You're a monster.
Or
you shouldn't be loud in public, essentially, if you finish a tube of chapstick.
You're determined and dedicated.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you how many tubes of chapstick that I find in my dryer.
Oh,
they're always in my pockets.
Oh,
I always miss them.
They just a gob of mess.
Yeah, like it's not like they like spill out or anything,
right.
but you open it up and it's just like melted to one side usually.
It's all kinds of. So we got a new song from Bad Flower called "F the World."
I like Bad Flower.
I do too. New Strumbellas.
Strumbellas. Sorry, not crazy
They
familiar
had
with them.
one song, "Spirits," I think is their song.
Oh, okay. I think no. I remember them.
Yeah, decent song. Yeah, more alternative than rock.
Yeah.
Probably get lumped into that Mumford and Son kind of, folksy kind of rock.
Okay.
All right, we got about 90 seconds, and we'll be back for story number 2, Marshall's Music News.
Gibby, thank you for those kind words. We try to not suck every day. Cotter just forgets not to suck while we play trivia. It's weird that he would do that.
Just a blackout is all it is. Blackout.
Right. So our boss just dropped this Xbox Series X off in our studio here. What are we supposed to do with it? I'm not going to leave it by the window. Someone's going to crack the window.
That's a good question.
We should probably lock that up.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
But I want to use it as a prop, too.
Well, I can bring it out every morning. We can just set it right there in front of the third camera. And
right. It's a 3-camera show now.
Yeah.
Just an inanimate object is going to be the third.
All right, guys, we got about 30 seconds. All right, thanks for hanging out. Last half an hour of the show. You can still stream it live, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Listen live, in-home smart speaker. You can get us on the website, rock1061.com. Also download the brand new Rock 1061 app. Right now, more of Marshall's Music News.
So New York's doing some interesting stuff. Obviously, following the news that both Texas and Mississippi are lifting their mask mandates and allowing businesses to operate at full capacity again, New York has come around to say that they're allowing for music venues to operate at a limited capacity starting in April. So almost a full month away. Now, he gave these remarks just yesterday, and he said that entertainment and art venues can operate at a 33% capacity effective April 2nd. Now, indoor events will be allowed to host a maximum of 100 people, 150 if the venue gives COVID-19 tests to all of their guests, which seems like a lot of work. And then outdoor events can have 200 attendees, and they can bump the cap to 500 if they test everyone as well. Now, tests aren't just as easy as like zapping someone in the forehead and saying, oh, you got a temperature of whatever a good temperature is, 97.1 or whatever it is. I just don't see venues opening quite like that. It seems like a lot of extra work and a lot of money to do those COVID tests.
So does it matter the size of the venue? They're just limited to 100 people?
No, I mean, it depends on the capacity,
okay.
But these are for other certain indoor events and then outdoor events as well. Now, last month also, Cuomo said that stadiums and arenas in New York are open to a 10% capacity limit So that means people can go to like baseball games here in the next month or so when the baseball season actually starts. So New York opening slightly. Texas and Mississippi just said, nah, let's just go all the way. And then Georgia, we're still kind of in that middle area, which I'm actually kind of fine with for the moment until we get later in the summer, and then I'll feel a lot more comfortable now that a lot more people will get vaccinated.
So when that first festival, say Welcome to Rockville, which is scheduled for November, how crazy is that going to be? I mean, say it's full bore, you can do whatever you want. I mean, can you imagine? Because everybody is just going to be so hungry at that point in time for that experience.
Yeah, it's
going to be stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think a Welcome to Rockville festival has been sold out in a couple of years. It's been a few years since one is officially sold out. But without a doubt, a lot of festivals will be sold out. Ticket prices will be higher than ever.
All right, more Marshall's music news coming up. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Go for it. All right, guys, wrapping up the show with some Godsmack news. Tomorrow on the show, I was just looking at it, and of course I X'd off of it. Tomorrow on the show, we'll do About Last Night in the 6 o'clock hour, where we break down some of the biggest stories that happen in the world. So we'll do that at 6 o'clock hour. 7 o'clock hour, we'll take your calls on some topics. We'll also talk about Big Money Monday, your chance to win cash from us every single Monday. And it's as simple to win by just shooting us a text message. We'll also have Smith Matthews from Hopatomica and Southbound coming in. He's going to bring some beers in from those places, and we're going to do beer for breakfast at the top of the 9 o'clock hour. He's going to come in. We'll talk some beer. We'll talk about what's going on at his places. Also, I heard a rumor about a distillery that Smith may be a part of. So we'll see if he'll provide us some details on that as well. And then, of course, we'll wrap up the show a little drunk and also with Marshall's Music News, just like we do every single day. So tomorrow, make sure to look out for that. And make sure to follow, subscribe on all of our channels. I know we say it a lot, but we're new, and we're going to keep saying it for the longest time. Make sure you help us out and follow along with us. You can get all of our content there. Also, some exclusive content that we've done in previous shows, all on our YouTube page. So make sure to search The Cotter and Marshall Show and subscribe right there. And obviously, we were talking about Cotter and Marshall Madness. It's a bracket challenge, and with that big old basketball tournament that happens here in the next few weeks. One person is going to win an Xbox Series X, a copy of Madden, the Next Level Edition, which is the fancy edition, and an extra controller. And I think it actually, nope, that's not it. It comes with a gift card as well, like a $20 gift card for the eShop. So really cool stuff. You can actually go to the website right now, rock1061.com, and you can fill out your profile for the bracket challenge. Then selection Sundays in 10 days, and at that point, you can fill out up to 3 brackets for your chance to win that Xbox. And then if you get a perfect bracket, it's $10,000. So a lot of cool stuff at our website right now. Make sure to check that out. All of our links to our social as well, so make sure to follow along. Kill the overhead light for the day, so I'm not so bright. But last story of the day on Marshall's Music News, we're going to we're going to talk about Godsmack. Sully Erna was on a podcast recently and talked about what the guys have been working on with doing a full-on, rock and roll record plus an acoustic album. Let's answer the internet. When in doubt, answer the internet. Would you rather give up chips or candy for the rest of your life? Ooh, candy. I'm guessing I can still eat desserts, right? Desserts is not candy. That's dessert. But yeah, would you rather give up chips or candy for the rest of your life? I could give up M&Ms, but it's a nice crunchy chip to go along with my sandy. And I gotta have chips, so candy is out the door. Oh man, you know what? And also, just a heads up, we love our fish too much. Let's check in on Jeffe, how he's doing today. Oh, Jeffe's doing great. Just checking in on him.
It's good. It's good. I'm glad Jeffe's doing good.
Connor, quick question: would you rather give up chips or candy for the rest of your life?
Candy.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I mean, chips, it's like we talked about it yesterday. I'm more of a savory guy than sweet. I do like sweet, but no, hands down, give me a good potato chip any day.
Yeah, Andrew would give up candy. Max says I could still eat cake, or Tim, I can still eat cake. Yes, cake is not candy. When I think of candy, I think of the candy bars.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the stuff you can get at the register. That's candy to me. You know, elephant peanuts or whatever. That's all candy. Wow, Gibby says he'd give up chips. Give up chips? You're a monster.
Though I do love me a good Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah, but I could give that up.
I
could make a Reese's peanut butter like cupcake style thing.
That's true.
I think that's fine. Yeah, Wilborn must have chips. I 100% agree. Tim, rest in peace, candy. Candy's out. So Nathan says candy's out. Popcorn will be savory and sweet. So there you go.
Yeah.
That could be. Yeah, popcorn is definitely not in a candy category.
No,
even caramel
That's not
popcorn.
candy.
That's not candy.
No, that's just an accessory to popcorn.
That's just an accessory. It's a beautiful, beautiful accessory. How much time we got?
We still got a song. We got about 4 minutes.
Perfect. All right, wrapping up the show. Last break coming up here in about 4 minutes. Once again, talking about Godsmack. They got some cool stuff. Licorice is delicious, though. I don't know, man. Twizzlers are okay, but I never search out Twizzlers.
Now, when you say licorice, do you mean black licorice, which is
no one in the history of man has ever said, I'll have the black licorice, please.
My kid loves.
Which one?
Keith.
Disowned. Who? Exactly.
Loves black licorice.
No, out of here.
I can't do it. My wife, I think, used to, but ate some after drinking, puked it up. No longer.
Right.
No longer eats black licorice.
I had the same thing for when I was a child. I was like 10 years old. I got sick because I put, I don't know why, probably because it was just not good. I put a slice of the Kraft cheese. Essentially, it's like 90% oil, and it has just enough cheese to glom together in the single plastic thing. I put that on just a hot dog.
Yeah.
I heated it up in a microwave. I ate it. I puked. I didn't eat hot dogs for a decade.
Are you serious?
I didn't eat hot dogs again until my early 20s.
You know what? A hot dog is underrated, especially. I mean,
a good dog.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Naked Dog Food Truck. I don't know if you've had any of their stuff. So they've been around forever. I want to say it's the same people that started they did frozen. It's not ice cream, but like a European frozen ice type stuff.
Okay.
And I want to say they're the ones that own the Naked Dog. Met them down on River Street years ago. Super couple, great people. But the Naked Dog, some of their hot dogs, man, they're so good. And you get a good one where it's got some stuff on it. You spice it up a little bit.
And just Chicago dogs with the poppy seeds on them, man. Yeah. No ketchup, mustard, the sports peppers, man. That is my jam. Like if the first day of baseball, I may actually just go out and buy those things so I can make a hot dog and then drink Miller Lite. Maybe I do have some old styles left. I don't know, man. I've been saving up a bunch of beer, so I have a beer shelf that's completely covered with some new stuff that I'll be drinking this weekend. I think old style is stuff back there.
Okay. You should bring old style to beer meeting. Everybody, here you go.
See, they wouldn't love it. Wilborn says chili dog with cheddar cheese, onions, jalapenos, and mustard. Yeah,
I can do that.
Yeah, I can do that
all day long.
When can I get a Twitch badge? I don't know. I'll figure that out.
What are Twitch badges?
Yeah, you become a fan of things.
Okay, sorry.
I have
Once
no
again,
idea. I don't even know.
Old guy.
Yeah. We'll work on that stuff. We've only been a morning show for 4 days, so let's figure out how to use the board properly and stream properly, and we'll figure out the rest while we go. We are doing a hot dog morning. That sounds like something I can't say.
All right, 1 minute to go. Final break of show number 4. All right, guys, we got 30 seconds. We'll be right back. All right, guys. Final break of the show. Show number 4 here on a Thursday. Let's get to it. Marshall's music news.
So Godsmack have used the past year to work on new music. They've teased multiple projects, and in a recent interview, Sully Erna proposed that a acoustic EP could happen very, very soon alongside a brand new rock album. Now, the last acoustic album they put out was back in 2004. It was entitled The Other Side and hit number 5 on the Billboard 200 album charts and has been certified gold by the RIAA. Now, he said the acoustic record really was nothing more than our own songs stripped down into acoustic cover versions of them with a couple of originals on it. So this year, what we want to do is create a really, they wanted to create a full-length rock record, but they also want to go back and create a really cool, vibey, his words, acoustic album or EP so they can launch a couple of records in 2021-22. That's kind of what they're looking at. So that is actually really great news for us, man. Like, I really like the acoustic stuff that they did. I can't believe it's 2004, man. I feel so old now. Jesus Christ. But anyway, Godsmack obviously spent last year writing and hopefully going to be recording, if not already, very, very soon, so we can get some new Godsmack. Now, their last album was actually in 2018. It wasn't that long ago.
That's true. Yeah,
it does feel forever ago because last year was the longest year on record. But when Legends Rise came out in 2018, they had 4 singles and it hit number 8 on the Billboard 200 album charts then. So, I mean, they're still kind of a big deal 25 years later.
Yeah, they're doing okay for themselves.
Yeah, they're doing okay.
All right, guys, that is it. Thank you for being part of the show on air and on the stream. If you haven't checked out the stream yet, do it tomorrow starting at 6, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Special guest, Smith Matthews, joins us for Beer for Breakfast.
Yeah, he confirmed. Turns out I was texting the wrong number. So you know what, that person, come on in too.
Yeah, why not? Have a beer with
put
us.
in area code 913 instead of 912.
Oh,
so
where's that at?
Well, they never responded. So
all right, so we'll talk to you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Cotter and Marshall Show on Rock 106.1. As always, Eric Andre sings this out.
all right, guys. Hopping back on the stream. You guys have a great rest of your Thursday tomorrow. We've said it a bunch of times, but Smith Matthews, Hopatomica, Southbound will be in for Beer for Breakfast. We'll have a bunch of other stuff as well. Check out the content on the YouTube page. And yes, we will be asking our boss probably something about Pokemon during lunch. So we'll get back with you there. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow, 6 a.m.